Whoa.
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 Whoa. Hi, everybody. Welcome to normally a Monday night game, but welcome Friday evening for some Echoing Isles stuff. It's gonna be great.
It's the
We're gonna
better
have fun.
Monday.
It's gonna be so good. A couple of house items first. Welcome in, everybody. Snack, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. How I got to see a little bit of the game you were playing. It looked really funny, honestly.
There was blood everywhere.
The Roomba with the pentagram cracked me up pretty hard.
There was blood everywhere, and then there was this one time where there might have been bodies being used as fertilizer, maybe, probably.
Amazing.
Yep.
That's true. Remind me to tell you what that Easter egg was later.
But yeah, welcome in everybody who came with Snack. Thanks so much for being here and sticking around for the load time. As I kind of get my stuff together and get tea and say hello to people. And also, in order, thank you very much for the subscription, Snack. I appreciate you. And then also at Anna, I'm looking at you with your I'm not here gifting spree.
Oh.
I appreciate you. Shy, I appreciate your sub. Thank you. Burden, thank you for the 5 little subs there. I appreciate you. And then also thanks for resubscribing for 21 months, which is a very large number. I must have been doing it for 21. I've been streaming for 21 months.
It's at least 9 plus 10.
At least. Somebody rolled a nat 20.
We hit our 9, so you need to name the baby.
Oh shit. You and me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta pick the name?
You sure do, because I'm busy eating!
Oh wow. It's like eating is I don't know. I have nowhere to go from here. Name it Larry. Done deal. That's such a good idea. It's Larry.
With 1 R.
With 1 R.
Larry isn't Laurie. We'll never know.
Oh my god. Actually, yeah. Aiden is awake. That's interesting. Wait, is Brett here?
I made a joke yesterday about Aiden, because Aiden was like, oh, I can never watch D&D because it's super late. And I was like, just don't sleep. And now I feel like I might.
Oh, also, Mr. DM, I redeemed VIP in your channel, by the way.
What?
So
Holy
I would
shit.
like my funny diamond to thank you.
Holy shit, you did.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like 10 different kinds of rich today. I don't know what happened.
Bro, that was
Let's
so
go.
much. Okay, also, somebody's been bestowed inspiration. Who are you bestowing inspiration to? As I go find how to add people to VIP, because I've forgotten how to do that. Where do I do that?
Just do /
just
VIP and then my
community.
username.
Oh,
Slash
that makes a
VIP.
lot more sense.
Yeah, don't make it too hard on yourself. Don't go looking in settings and shit. Just / me.
It's precisely what I was doing.
Slash the
Deal
number.
precisely enough / damage upon me, thank you.
And you are now vipped.
Let's go.
Vippity vipped.
My muse!
Now you have inspiration you can use on any roll. Speaking of, Anna, would you like to roll?
To
for the
steal your
DM's
panties, I would,
yes.
Mr. DM. Here we go.
Everybody's favorite pastime.
Oh!
Whoa.
It was so close!
It was right
No.
there. It was right there.
Oh my god.
Too bad it wasn't a 1 that just magically turned into a 20.
That was such bullshit.
Oh man.
It was so fucking funny, though.
Oh my god, there's so many things happening. Okay. So close, but not quite there.
Mads
Unfortunately,
needs to give a dream story, and then we need a small treasure.
small treasure. I have a thing for this.
Do you?
I do. Aha! Right here.
Oh, and I just realized that my muse was that the inspiration was for me, so I'll mark it on my thing. Thank you for it. I appreciate you. Surely I won't fail in my covert ops today.
Meow. All right. Story time, and then we'll resolve the treasure because order of operations.
Okay. All right, Mads, tell us about a dream.
Can we hear from Mads when we get time? We can also touch on that when you're ready if you want.
Mads dreams of finding the goddess and finding answers. And maybe eating and drinking a lot.
These are great aspirations.
Yep.
Anything in particular?
No.
I think it might have
You
been
eat
more
and
along
drink?
the lines of like a dream that you had rather than dreams you pursue.
It's
Like-
gonna
like
be the
once
same
a-
thing.
Once upon a time in Mads' dream realm, there was
Fish.
a floating goddess, and
And the goddess did something.
I
We're
mean,
doing-
my first answer was gonna say Mads doesn't have dreams. So I guess we could just say that.
That's a valid answer.
yeah. She
As-
has drunken stupors.
I will say,
Goddamn.
players retain the right to refuse dreams. I feel like that's a valid dream. It's not a refusal. We are good to go.
Oh yes.
But
Thank you, Mr. DM.
But Mads, underneath your pillow when you awake, even though you haven't slept since last session, you find a potion of healing, which is a small treasure. So you
Woohoo!
may add that, or I
Did
will
you
add
roll
that.
a 20?
Huh?
Who rolled a 20?
What are you talking
You,
about?
Mr. DM. I'm assuming you rolled for whatever the small treasure was.
I did, yeah. It was at the top of my
Yeah.
little list I have. I was like, oh damn, all right.
Because that's like a really good treasure. We haven't been able to afford healing items at all this entire fucking time.
Sounds pretty
We just-
solid.
We just have one now.
How convenient.
Wow. I feel like we're gonna die.
Wow. Crap. I think you should have it now. I don't normally add items in here. No, it hates that. Great. We'll do it this way. Bam! Potion of healing.
Yay!
Yay!
Let's go!
Let's go! Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Where are we at?
Did
We
it.
are over here.
I have inspiration. We told a dream story. We got a small treasure. Now we need to do a history check.
We do. I'm getting to the appropriate place. That being
Take your
said,
time, Morgan.
Imagine being
Liari
in an
is
appropriate place.
Liari is immune to the history check, as Liari gave history last session. So, between the other two,
Oh, fuck.
you guys are so excited. I can feel it.
roll off, roll off, roll.
The history check, right?
History
Yep.
check guy.
We both have names, but I feel like yours is way more. Yep.
Well, Mads, while you don't remember a lot of the session, you're gonna have to recall the session. You can have help from your friends though. It's okay.
It's more
Alright.
than me.
So, Mads was sleeping peacefully in her bed, and while she was doing that, these two went off on a journey to go investigate something. I don't remember what they were investigating, but they were investigating something, and there was wall climbing involved. Sunny asked some silly questions about the height and depth of the wall. I mean, and you guys did some rolls that did not go well. The windows are yellow. After that, we went on a shopping session, and we got ready for our ball thing that we're going to. And I got hit on by the seamstress lady. And I learned manners. We took a manners lesson.
An etiquette lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And tried to become distinguished people. And Pyrie was a cat. The end.
True.
I honestly feel like that's pretty on point, to be honest. Yeah, like, I don't really feel like we missed anything out of that necessarily.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I panicked, turned into a cat, and then took a fat nap.
The fattest of naps. Yes. As far as it went, you guys managed to get your wonderful clothings. I believe it was a green, very skin tight and alluring green dress for Liari. It was a fitted and very dashing suit for Mads, and a fantastic collar. And I have the color written down, but I don't remember the color.
Magenta.
Magenta. I was gonna say pink, and I was like, it's not pink.
Not
So
quite.
Magenta collar for Cat Pyrie. So,
Catry.
as you guys, unless there's anything else you'd like to do, I will point out that it is starting up. You have finished your etiquette lessons with Scarlotta. It is evening time. The sun has started to set, kind of setting the entire city in that orangey glow. This is the start time listed on your invitations to the Gala. And if there's anything you'd like to do along the way, you can do that, or you can head straight over to it.
Wait. Did we, for Pyrie, did we only get the collar for her? We haven't done anything else for her, correct?
Mm-hmm. We only did the collar, because Pyrie did not want to be dressed in anything.
I'm going to remind my fellow party members that she is a scrungly looking little fucker.
Noted.
What do you want us to like bathe and brush you? Like,
How scrungly.
Is that gonna help? I feel like that's not gonna help.
I mean, making me all pretty and fancy might, though. But, like,
I mean,
is there a room, like a pet groomers nearby?
I
Before.
will say I did prepare a pet groomers for our last session, but then we were not able to go to pet groomers. So you may do that now if you'd like.
And say best I can do is give you some of my my
Sandalwood.
A little sandalwood oil.
coat the smell, you know.
Nice. Perfume. We probably do need to, right? Or like ask the lovely lady if she has a comb we can borrow.
I feel like she would probably just look at y'all and be like, that's not happening. You're not using my comb on a cat.
I'm gonna say that the comb is
you're not a
for
cat.
Liari, and we're gonna use it on Pine.
So you're just gonna ask Scarletta for a comb and call it good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much time we have because
I'll say you have enough time to either go to the place, or you could do this comb thingy instead. Just depending on what you want to do.
I mean,
How
if
you
we
wanna
have time
roll
to
it.
go to the groomers, then yeah, we're going to the groomers. Although, is Pyrie gonna cooperate? That's the number one question there.
I mean, I feel like she wouldn't necessarily be opposed to it, but you can't necessarily just throw her in a bath.
Oh
Actually,
god.
did I?
Okay, well, I have 3 psionic die. I don't remember necessarily how long the last one was for, but I'm assuming that time is up regardless. So if we even want to talk to her at this point, I would have to cast it again. So yeah, I'll use one of my psionic die to do the is it what psychic? It's not psychic whispers, is it? That's
no.
It is. Yeah, psychic whispers. So I need to roll a D4.
D6. Is it a D4 for you?
Oh, it's a D6.
Yeah, it's a D6 per how many hours you have this connected to 3 creatures, as I recall.
Yeah, me and 2 other. Perfect. We
Perfect.
have it for 6 hours. That's gonna be like most of the night. We're chilling.
Excellent.
We just need to stay within 1 mile of each other. Okay, so I'm gonna reconnect us all, and then I'm gonna ask Pyrie. Are you okay if we take you to the groomers so that we can get you looking like a rich person's cat? Will you be okay with that? Can this be our compromise because we didn't put you in the fancy dress or suit? Can this be the compromise? We go to the groomers?
She's gonna scrunch her little cat nose and just be like, fine.
All right. Do you want to be picked up?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll pick her up, and I'll thank the lovely lady again, whose name is Scarlotta. Thank you again for everything you've done, Scarlotta. We really, really appreciate everything you've taught us and have done for us, and we'll be sure to bring back these wonderful outfits in one piece.
She thanks you and like helps you out, make sure you guys are all set up and on your way.
Okie dokie. To the groomers. Do we even know where the groomers is? Shit. Also, Scarlotta, where is the groomers?
Guys.
Look, I'm doing my best.
You're doing so good. She gives you some directions for the actual groomers. It was the one she recommended earlier as well.
Oh, sick.
So you guys can make your way in that direction. I am pulling up that image now. It takes you a little bit to get there, but not terribly long.
I don't see it on the map, I don't think, or I'm reading impaired.
Let's go with reading impaired. It's totally on the map. I just did not forget to put it on the map.
Yes, you're right. Okay.
Am I selling it well enough?
It's a me
Yes.
issue, okay? Yes.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh,
Cute.
elegant page.
Ooh.
Page. As you guys make your way towards the Gala, there is also a stop along the way at a small but very prestigious pet spa called Elegant Paws Pet Spa, which caters very exclusively to the more wealthy who have a lot more to spend on their wonderful pets. And as you walk up, it's a very nice facade of refined luxury and sophistication and all those fancy words. Inside, it's also quite nice. All of the furniture, the decor, it is all very upper crust, high and fancy. The animals inside, however, are anything but trained. You have a lot of yapping and yowling and screeching as, they have the little collar things that holds them as they get trimmed, and they have to have the legs, like, held down so they don't try and scratch and do all that things. As you enter the facility with Pyrie still in cat form, you're approached by the owner, who I don't have a picture of. But she is a brown-haired, blue-eyed, very scratched up but accommodating individual. Has long sleeves to cover most of the scratches and also protect themselves. She welcomes you guys in. What can I do for you today?
Oh my god. Hi. I was hoping that we could get some grooming done for my cat Pyrie here. It's been a while for her, and she just happened to run through some nasty bushes and stuff. She got away from me for 2 seconds, and this is what happened. So I could use your help.
Roll me persuasion with advantage, because you are dressed the part of a fancy upper crust person.
Yeah.
To convince her you belong in this space.
You said persuasion with advantage?
Yeah, it's not a high DC. Perfect. Yes, I see. They look a little... Oh, how do we put it? Scrungly. A little worse for wear. It's surprising they got this dirty so quickly, but we'd be happy to give them a spa treatment. And were you looking for just the normal royal pamper, or perhaps the upgraded shine package?
I'm gonna ask mentally really quickly what Pyrie thinks she's willing to put up with.
I feel like Pyrie's just gonna be like, spa package? What's that?
Okay, I think we'll just go with the basic one for now, and perhaps if we like the service, we'll come back later for the upgraded package.
Oh, of course. I'll let you know we don't have any basic packages. We only have the royal pamper and upgrades, if you'd like. We also offer hydrotherapy, aromatherapy, custom collars, although I see you have quite the beautiful one there. Skin and coat treatments, dental cleanings. Whatever
Yes,
you'd like.
I just need to make sure that she is back to her normal, beautiful self,
Oh,
with
of course.
washed and brushed and nails cleaned.
Of course. And she's kind of reaches out and like starts to kind of grab Pyrie in like a professional, friendly way.
In my mind, I'm like, please be good, please be good, please be good.
Pyrie's just gonna be kind of just like, huh, and just like, kind of, when confused cat wouldn't pick up, that's what Pyrie's going to do. Yes. Confused cat noises.
We'll get Pyrie taken care of right away. Don't you worry. She kind of pets you very nicely. Like, it's very calming. She takes you over to one of the tables, kind of gets you collared up there. For the moment, she's removed your nice collar and puts the little table one on. There's also little clamps for your feet. So that's a thing.
Plants for your feet?
Clamps. Like little...
Clamps. Oh, God.
Little holders. So, no scratchies.
Pyrie is not going to like that at all.
Yeah,
With
put in baby jail.
She's put in fucking gay baby jail. She is not gonna like have it, like, when you put socks on a cat, on like cat feet, and then they do that funny little, she's gonna be like that, like tweaking the fuck out and just
Let's see.
Pyrie, calm down. This is good for you.
And she's just gonna be screaming in her head, and that it's just, do not put the things on the feet. This is so uncomfortable. Why don't you people know this?
Okay, mentally, I'm gonna. Go
The
ahead.
salesperson is now attempting to clamp it, but every time she does, Pyrie moves. The person kind of looks over at Liari and Mads. Is she normally this difficult?
She can be fickle sometimes. You know how it is with cats and their personalities. They, sometimes they're fine and sometimes they want none of it.
Usually, other experiences, they didn't go through these lengths to chain them. So maybe not have the restraining would help.
Persuasion with advantage because you look fancy.
Let's go, Mads. Let's go, Mads. I see. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You just barely cross over the DC for that. Damn.
Oh.
Mads is not a good liar.
She kind of like gives Mads a little like head tilt. Says, "Of course, we'll leave the clamps off for now. Of course, if she becomes feisty, we'll revisit it."
I'm gonna like look at Pyrie and be like, yes, Pyrie will behave. I trust that she will. Just kind of like looking very pleadingly at Pyrie.
Again, just Pyrie just screaming clamps in the fucking I don't know. What do we call that? Brain world?
Psychic.
Oh,
Sure. Yeah, brain world.
Yeah, like
Brain world.
telepathy.
Screaming.
Telepathy.
yeah. Screaming, just be like, no clamps! And just outwardly just going, just angry cat noises.
Oh my god.
So, over the course of about an hour, the individual who took Pyrie has provided a complete wash with a scented shampoo, a lightly magical blow drying, some fur trimming, nail clipping, ear cleaning, all of the required treatments. At the very end, there is a conditioner that is placed, like drawn along the fur to give it a bit of a luster. By the end of it, the magenta collar is replaced onto Pyrie, and Pyrie looks, instead of a scrungly cat that looks like it was probably thrown off a building and hit by a truck, she looks absolutely demure, fancy, very upper crust, very nobility, very purse cat.
Purse cat. Very nice.
The attendant brings Pyrie back over and holds Pyrie out. Says, "And there you have it, back to her old self. Although it seems you've spent quite a bit of time in between pamperings. Perhaps we could schedule you one for the next few weeks."
I'm gonna look Pyrie over as mentally I'm saying to her, are you okay? How was that experience?
How
You're
was
only
it?
gonna hear just an obnoxious amount of purring on all ends.
Good.
Aw.
Okay. Okay, good.
So it was a
So
spot.
then I'll say, I think another appointment would be good to stick on the books. Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Absolutely. So we'll go ahead and put that in for 2 weeks from now. And then, of course, there is the matter of payment.
All right.
For the Royal Pamper service, it is only 10 gold.
Me looking, I can afford that, so I'll just pay it.
Okay. She takes the gold and happily puts it behind the counter. Pulls out a little book, pencils you in for 2 weeks from now, on the day at the same time. says, "It was a pleasure working with you, Pyrie, and I will look forward to seeing you all again then."
Yes. I look forward to our next appointment. Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Yes, thank you for your time.
Of course, it's a pleasure. Now, have a great evening. And she wanders off to sweep up the literal, 3 cats worth of hair that just came off of Pyrie.
Valid. Mentally, I'm gonna say to Pyrie, we might this one's on me, but the next one, if she liked it, she can pay herself.
She
That's
comes up as the cat drops coins on the counter.
Rich people cats. I don't know. You don't know.
Has coin for your services.
Like the dog who brings the leaf for
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. So, you've left Elegant Paw's Pet Spa with a very sleek, shiny, lustrous cat. You all look your absolute best. What's the plan now?
Well, gang, I think we gotta go to the party. It's happening soon. Are you all feeling well prepared? Because I know mentally I need to remember our etiquette lessons, even though we just had them like a few hours ago, and it definitely wasn't like a week and a half.
As long as we focus, surely we won't slip up. Just be very
Okay.
careful.
Yeah, okay. So this our mental connection should last us through a majority of the party. If I feel like our time is running low, I can re-up it.
Mhm.
But for the most part, I think if we're going to communicate, this is going to be our number one way to do so. I figure, Mads, are you okay with sticking with Pyrie for most of the party?
Mads is gonna look at Pyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind.
All right, Pyrie, are you good with sticking with Mads?
Oh,
Which
happy.
you don't have people words anymore?
Nope.
Only cat
Oh my God.
noises.
And only cat noises are happening.
Okay. Well, you know what? That'll work. And then do we want to set up any sort of like a signal or code word in case we think something terribly wrong is that? You know what? That makes no sense. We have the mental connection. Never mind.
Wait. Doing
If
so
something
good.
goes
Yeah.
wrong, we'll just scream in our heads. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, just everybody keep an eye out. We'll work together, but we all know at some point I need to split off to go try and find the information we need. So just yeah. All right, we're ready. We got
Ready.
this. I believe in us.
All right. It is time. So, on your way, making your way into the Gilded Quarter, you feel. Well, actually, let me see here. I gotta see what they. Okay, all right. With that, Pyrie, only one who notices.
What?
So Pyrie, as you guys are making your way through the nicer and nicer looking houses, residentials, shops, it's a very fancy schmancy area you're walking through. You start to feel as if you're being watched, and as you kind of take a lazy turn and you kind of look around, you do see that there are at least 2 figures pretty far behind, and you realize you saw them there a little bit ago as well. And they seem to be either heading in the same direction or following you.
I'm the only one who noticed.
You are the only one who noticed. And at that, you only barely noticed.
I think Pyre's just gonna kind of be very vigilant at that point then, and just like, wait, who's carrying me?
I would imagine
if
I
you're
would
sticking-
might be.
Yeah, if you're sticking with Mads for the party, I would have handed you to Mads at some point.
Fantastic. Okay. Then I have no idea how Maz is currently holding me. However, I am going to peep my fluffy head over top of like Maz's shoulder and like be watching like the back and be like looking around.
Okay, so you're keeping an active eye out. Will you roll me a perception then? Whoa.
Damn.
All right, yeah, you absolutely track these two individuals that are following you with a 26 too. You also count a third one that is separated from the other two and seemingly keeping to a separate street. They seem to be either following you or specifically heading in the same direction, but either way, it's a little sketchy.
Are they like? Would Pyre notice like if they're like how they're dressed? If they're like how far away are we talking? Do we just notice funny shadowy figures in the background?
That is a very good question. The individuals seem to be hooded and caped, of course, because but they underneath there you can see that they're wearing leathers. The 26, yeah, they're wearing like leathers and other gear that would be most likely seen on adventurers or travelers. With the 26, you're also going to notice that there are some weaponry pieces on these individuals.
And we're inside the fancy place, or
You're
are we just
inside.
walking through town?
You're inside the fancy place right now. You're coming up on the entry point. I have all my notes. They're just not up. You're
Do you
coming up
mean
on the
when you
entry
say-
point to the very, very fancy houses.
to the gate.
Yeah. Where?
Okay, are we? We're in the neighborhood of the fancy, but we're not
Yeah.
into the gate of the area we need to
Correct.
go to. Correct.
So outside of the actual Gilded Quarter itself is, let me find my, yeah, outside of the actual Gilded Quarter is they're the fancy people housing, and then inside the Gilded Quarter, which is essentially a gated community, is the house that you're going to attend the gala at. So when you guys climb,
I'm understanding. So we're not through the gate yet.
You're
We're
not
just
through the gate
in
yet.
like a well-to-do area, but it's not.
right, still
fenced
rich,
off yet.
still rich people houses, but not within the gate.
They've marked us.
You are approaching the Gilded Quarters gates, however.
Oh, good.
For reference, you do have tickets to the gala, which would grant you entrance into the Gilded Quarter.
Mm-hmm. That's true. We do. So, yep, we're gonna go through the gates like normal people.
Yeah, I'm assuming
Normal,
I
privileged
don't
people.
notice. So yeah, we just walk through like we are meant to be there.
So a couple of things. Firstly, Mads, how tall are you again exactly?
This is crazy. How often this comes into play.
Well, I have a specific reason for this question.
I forgot how tall I was. But
It's 40.8, but there's no indication. I assume it's in centimeters?
yeah, a centimeter.
Because that's about 1.5 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How big is Pyre
What?
in cat form?
You're so small. Holy
Wait,
shit.
maybe not. Maybe it shouldn't be centimeters.
Wait,
What about
say that again?
What about
Inches
inches?
would
Were
make
you a
you
fucking gnome? What the hell?
gnome.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
A
feel
lot
like
of
inches
gnome?
would be better.
inches is 3.5 feet. That makes more sense.
Let's. Yeah,
I was
I
gonna
think
say,
that's
we
what I
had this
meant.
conversation before.
We did, but it was
And-
never
Mhm.
updated.
Yeah, you're like 3 foot something.
I'm gonna update that in your bio for myself.
Good idea.
Great.
'Cause
Pyre,
I
you're like a
remember-
I was gonna say, I
whole
don't
foot as a
Why would
cat,
you
so
inches?
you're literally 1/3 the size of the halfling carrying you. It's very entertaining.
Wait, sorry, say that again?
You're about
You're an armful.
you're literally about a foot-ish in cat size. So the halfling
Oh,
carrying
yeah,
you
yeah.
is like a big handful, yeah. Big armful. Anyway, that was my question. So as you guys approach the Gilded Quarter gates, you come upon those really intricately carved, kind of rounded walls that kind of mark off a separate and fancy living space for the upper crust of Silversong. The guards halt you, hold out their hand, and says, "Right, yep. What's your business here tonight?"
Well, we're going to the party, of course. As per our invites stipulate.
He's gonna kind of look between the two of you and reaches out and takes a look at the ticket. It looks a lot like he is kind of questioning it a little bit. Eventually he hands you the ticket back. Alright then, yeah, all looks in order. Have yourselves a good time at the Gala. And ushers you through the gates.
Thank you. And what was your name, guardsman?
Barnabas.
Barnabas. Okay. I'll be sure to remember you, Barnabas. Thank you for doing your job.
Of course, miss. Have a wonderful evening then.
Alright. In we go.
Porter. I gotta write down his name now.
Sucker. I was gonna go full Karen on his ass depending on how you answered that.
I was like, first name that came to mind was Billy, and I was like, that's a terrible name.
Bilbo Baggins.
You could. Oh my god, you could have did Billy Barnabas though.
Billy Barnabas. My friends call me Billy. Anyway, Barnabas is the guard. It's great. As you guys make your way in, and I will redraw on that 26 perception because you've been keeping an eye on them, you do notice that the individuals that were seemingly following you have stopped well outside the gate and have watched you enter, but have made no obvious moves to get inside.
Well, I still don't know they're there, so.
That's true. Only Pyre knows. And Pyre is
Yeah.
meowing it all.
Yeah, sorry, we kind of moved really fast through all of the things that we were just doing.
Sure. We do that.
Because I was gonna say, if Pyre noticed all those things and, like, popped her head out and stuff, I'm assuming, like, at this point, now that we're through the gates,
Yes.
are they still following us?
No, they've stopped a little distance away from the actual gate and have watched your group make their way inside, and they don't seem to be making any moves to try and enter through the gate.
Okay, now that we're through the gate, Pyre's gonna say something.
Mm.
And, like,
Oh!
and be like, there were people following us.
Mentally, I'm gonna be
Yes.
like, when were you gonna say something? How long have they been following us?
It's probably like the 20-minute walk, give or take.
Like 20 minutes or so.
Oh, I'm gonna struggle to keep like a normal like look on my face, and I'm gonna be like, oh, okay.
Matt's gonna like straighten up and
Can
kind of look
Can
around.
I also do a perception check discreetly to see if I can sense them?
Discreetly. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Also, in my brain, I feel like I'm holding Pyrie like their butt is like cradled in my arm, and then like their head is like up towards my shoulder, but like their back is like right there next to me. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah. It makes sense to me. Yeah.
Okay. That's how I feel like I'm holding Pyrie.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
With a 17, you kind of look behind and you see the gate and the guards, and there's lights, and it's dark outside, and you can't really see well past it anymore. So you do not see these individuals.
Because it's dark? Because I can see in the dark.
No, not because it's dark, but that was
Okay.
just the description I gave. You
Fair
can see in the dark. But yeah, no. Whatever these individuals are, you cannot quite tell. Because there's still people out and about. These are just obvious individuals to Pyrie. Because she noticed it. Whereas you just
Okay.
kind of look and see individuals milling about or guards crossing the street, but no one really stands out. Like, you're not finding the people that were following you.
Okay, then I'll just say I can't see them. This is mentally, by the way. I say mentally, all of this. Just in case.
Yep.
Cheeky DM privileges. Mentally, I'll just say I can't find them. Pyrie, where are they?
Kind of outside the gate thing. Like
They're outside.
they didn't.
So they stopped.
They didn't come in,
Nope.
which is why I'm saying something now, because I thought they might be party people.
What did they look like?
They were hooded figures with like leather stuffs and weapon thingy. There's 3 of them, kind of.
Okay, we're
So
gonna have
good.
to keep that in the back of our minds for now because they could have either marked us because we're very obviously dressed very nicely, so they might think we're rich and they want to mug us, or they could have been helpers that we are unaware of, keeping an eye on us, which I highly doubt. Or they could have been people on a side that is not ours. So we need to just be mindful of that since we don't know their motivations. But I say we keep going with what we're doing here. They didn't come in, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that mentally in the mental space.
The Mind Palace.
You guys are doing so good.
And then Matt will just be thinking that they want to get inside like as quickly as possible, like they just want to get away from them potentially like seeing them.
Yeah. Let's say normal pace, but I agree. Let's get to the party.
Okay. So you guys continued. I assumed you continued while you were conversating.
Yes.
So you guys make your way along these incredibly ostentatious houses until you find the one that Liari and Pyre, you two scouted earlier. Boop. Which still looks pretty grand, even though it's evening. And you can see the lights from the inside. You can also hear the chatter of individuals. Where was. Not that one. That just sounds like that. There we go. So, as you guys approach, you can hear the chatter from individuals and music playing from inside of Thornebridge Hall. This absolutely outstandingly gaudy building. As you all approach, there are a couple of guards outside the doors who... Actually, I can start this map up now because you're all here. Also, let me know if it breaks your computer.
What's breaking my computer?
I'm
I don't
in.
know if the map would.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Sweet.
Yeah. So far.
Is there a way to zoom out farther?
Yes, if you're not able to zoom out very far, you have to go... I can help you with that. You have to go to the gears, because it's one of the mods. Go to the gears, go to configure settings, and then go down to... Which one is it? Zoom. And once you have zoom up, you'll see the zoom pan options. There's going to be one that says zoom around cursor, and you're going to uncheck mark that.
Ah.
Save changes, and now you should
There
be
we
able to
go.
zoom out.
Wild
Yeah, 'cause
Tower
it was like-
continues to reset our settings.
Yeah. It was like super zoomed in on us, and I'm like, I can see 2 feet.
2 whole feet.
It was not helpful.
Is it my feet or Mad's feet?
Nad's feet.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you guys have made your way up the fantastical stairs there, and as you approach, there are 2 guards outside of the doors on either side, and they wait for you to approach.
Yeehaw.
Eee. Come on, Pyrie.
If only there was a way to like glue your tokens together, that'd be so funny.
I don't know if there's a way to do that. That's interesting.
I doubt it, but
That'd be entertaining, though. Alright. As you guys approach, Liara, you're out in front then?
yeah. Well, I'm assuming we would walk together, but we're tokens
a
are having
stagger.
a difficult time tokening.
We're doing great, guys. So,
For all I know, Mads wanted to be a step behind, and that's fine.
I feel like Mads would just be in tow with Leari like that.
So as you guys approach the guards, they stand at attention. I will say, with all of your passive perceptions, these guards are not the same guards that populate Silversong in general. They have much cleaner, polished, higher quality gear. They have spears with red and silver banners hanging from them. And just seem overall a little bit more able, we'll say.
Able.
Able.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I further scrutinize them to see if I see any markings or anything
Absolutely. You can roll.
that identify? Because I don't think I would necessarily know any particular, like, because I'm assuming there's, like, for hire in some way, shape, or form. But I want to know if they're sus. Like,
You
because I
can
would recognize if they
do-
have any, like, bad markings, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll see.
If you'd like to give them a look over, you can do perception, and if you'd like to see if you can determine something using questions, you can question them and then use insight.
I don't want to question them. That's suspicious as fuck.
So perception then.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. That's good. You look these individuals, and all of them have that same kind of look. These look like people who have had actual combat, who have been grizzled by it. They look more like mercenaries than guards, but they are all dressed in the proper attire and perform their guard duties properly, as far as you can tell. So maybe these are retired mercenaries, or just people who have a lot more experience with combat situations.
Okay. Fair enough. And I gleaned no alignment one way or the other.
Outside of them just being grizzled individuals, they don't seem to have any markings or obvious trappings that would indicate any alignment, other than the banners on their poles, which you are not inherently familiar with. So,
Right. Alrighty then. I'm gonna assume that they will open the door for us. I'm assuming that is their job, so I will, when I approach, I will look at them and I will wait, essentially, for what I assume is their job to do.
ooh, that's pretty solid. As you approach and just kind of stand there with that foot tap, one next to you kind of turns. Right, you got your ticket.
I produce the ticket and I say, "Of course, I have my ticket."
He looks at your ticket very briefly. What's your passive? Oh wow, you have a good passive insight.
Yeah, 15.
Okay. With your passive insight, and Mads has a hella passive insight too. Hot damn.
Yippee!
You all have really good passive insight. What the hell?
Let's go!
We did a singular thing. Let's go, team.
Good job, guys. As you're standing there, you can tell this individual is tired of this crowd of people, and did not further question you at all, considering you stood there tapping your foot, expectantly waiting for them to open the door. He begins to open the door, and so does the other guard. And you are able to enter Thornebridge Hall, which, as you guys step in, which you are welcome to do, as you step into the grand entrance hall, the sheer opulence takes your breath away. Above is a magnificent chandelier that casts a shimmering light over the checkered tiled floor, its black marble oval inlaid with a pristine white. You see red banners bearing the crest of a black stag leaping over a silver rose, which hang proudly all across the walls. Ornate tables display lush potted plants, decorative white marble pots. Every surface is polished to perfection, along with some silver sculptures, twisting into elegant and abstract forms. Very much artistry and wealth displayed. At the far end of the hall is a grand staircase that sweeps upwards with polished railings that gleam under the chandelier's glow. On either side of the staircase are archways that lead into a bustling ballroom, where music and laughter seem to spill through the air out into this entryway. Next to those two doorways, it shouldn't be actual doors, next to those two doorways is tables laden with silver goblets of wine and porcelain trays brimming with sweets, inviting you to indulge. To the left and right of this room are additional archways that lead into hallways with more white marble floors. You also see guards stationed around the room, as well as a very fancily dressed butler seemingly giving some kind of tour, or starting one, to a group of very fancy individuals on one side. That is the end of my rant.
We're allowed tours?
I would feel like we should jump into the tour.
Or see if there's another individual that's running it, depending. Does it look like there's more than one individual running things, or is it just one?
As in, like, the tour? Or
Yes.
There seems to just be one person with the tour. How familiar is anyone and everyone with high society?
Me personally, or Liari?
Oh, no, actual in-game character. Like,
Mm,
how familiar would Liari be, or Mads, or anybody like that?
Mads would not be
would've-
very familiar.
I imagine I
Irie
would
would
have
know
been
this.
around some in the past, but like not in the sense where they weren't hanging out, but like the kind of like string that I went with the last time where I would kind of understand a little bit is the fact that like rich people are typically the people who own slaves. So I've been around them in that capacity from my past, so it's never been anything other than like a servant master relationship, or like watching them behave at their worst, basically. So I don't know about how they function when they're around other people that command their respect.
I see. Okay. Is anybody else's character perhaps familiar with society in general? I don't know.
Pyrie
Probably not
wouldn't really know
Pyrie.
anything. Pyrie wouldn't really know anything. The fanciest people she knew were the Snackyby, and you don't want her repeating or doing the things they did in public.
I don't even want the things you do in public. Smiles.
Damn, I can't believe my own wife is ashamed of me.
No. I'm not ashamed. But Larry in game is face palming like all the damn time. Like, oh my god, how do I fix this shit? Oh no. It's so funny. No, but keep on. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful.
So with that in mind, you don't have enough information to gauge whether or not this individual, if there's more of them. But this particular one is dressed in a very fancy attire, although it still seems to... It's not like... how do I phrase it? It is not the attire of a guest. It is the attire of a servant or someone who runs the household. With insight, you could probably gauge that this is probably the equivalent of a butler.
All right. Well then let's go join the tour. But mentally I'll be like, make sure that it looks like we're kind of moseying about and we're checking out there is everything there is to do before we settle over there, and not like we're beelining for it. So I will do the mosey thing.
The mosey thing.
Yep.
So you guys enter in. You feel free to wander. If you enter a particular area or room, you may let me know, because this is a large map, and I will give you the rundown of that location. It's pretty open otherwise.
I'm looking
well, I'm-
around.
Mads, are you
La la
doing
la.
anything in particular?
No. I feel like Mads is gonna be really, really uncomfortable because this is so weird and obtuse. Sorry.
That's
This
fair.
is the drink
Irie-
table, yes?
Yes.
Pyrie is now acting
Um,
as emotional support cat and simply snuggles the Mads and purrs.
I feel like Mads will be like, just like talking to Pyrie, and they're mental space. Like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Okay, just calm down.
Oh, are you not gonna follow my my lead of the?
I don't even know which way you went, to be honest.
Amazing. As a point of interest for you guys, one thing I am currently working on in the background is each of these tables and throughout the manor is maids that are like working on stuff. So each of these tables is manned by a maid or a servant. Although I only have one particularly good token that can represent that, and I'm putting it in now.
Okay. Then, as I walk up to one of the drink tables, I will eye the servant there. The maid.
The maid.
And I will wait.
I'm
going to assume that everybody is doing everything for us tonight, so I will not move manually.
Yes, as you approach, you are basically like forcibly handed a glass of wine. And then they kind of, as they hand it to you, they kind of stand back, put their hand, like the one hand over the wrist, and stand kind of at attention, waiting for the next guest to approach.
Okay. So that I have my drink. Do I know what the drink is?
It is a particularly delightful red wine. If you really want to dive into it, you could probably discern what type of wine it is.
I'm not too particularly pressed. I just want to know what I'll be like sipping on, nursing on.
Essentially, yeah, it's just like a Merlot.
Certainly. Okay. And then now that I have my drink, I will mosey over to the tour.
The tour?
The tour.
Mads, what are you up to right now?
Okay, I feel like if we can see Ilari, we'll probably mosey our way over there. And
Okay.
try to act like we belong here.
Okay. Still got lovely Pyre, sleek,
Mhm.
clean, lustrous in your arms. So, as you guys approach the tour, you hear the guide kind of giving out a rendition of this particular hall. He seems to be a little ways into it. It's very ostentatious. He's talking about this room and how fancy it is. There's an entire spiel that I'm not going to read because I've already read that too. And he points out the different directions and then begins leading the guests. Like, for those of you who wish to see the tour, please follow behind me, and begins making his way towards the actual ballroom.
Mads will join. Is there like a crowd of people?
Yeah, so all of these, there's like 6 people in this little crowd here.
Okay. Mads
and they're
will
all around.
join the crowd then. Not like in the front or anything, but
Sure. So for all intents and purposes, you guys are going on a tour.
Yep.
Then
Your
I will
time.
drag
and we're gonna
Yep.
act really ostentatious.
ostentatious. What a great
Mhm.
word, isn't it?
Using big
It
words.
sure is.
today.
I'm trying to blend it.
Yeah, we went through training. We gotta attempt.
So as you guys start passing the table here, there is more wine, and there are many little treats over on the side. Little chocolate cakes, and cinnamon rolls, and little tinier chocolate cakes, and all sorts of deliciousness, in case you want any of it.
Mads,
I
I
got
feel
mine.
like, is definitely gonna look over there and maybe grab a cinnamon roll.
The moment you grab a cinnamon roll and a fork, another one is replaced where it was. Like they quickly unload these trays that are on the back half. The,
Mads will just.
yeah.
Mads will just look up at them and just be like, "Hi, you're very fast."
Yes, miss. Very fast indeed.
Turns around and eats cinnamon roll.
It is probably one of the most buttery, flaky, glazed delights you've ever had in your life. This is like full sugar, butter, all of it. It is perfectly made. Everything about it screams luxury.
Mads is gonna be in heaven.
So you guys make your way further in.
Well, we just all moved as a group. So I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, we've been collected. It's easier that way.
Yeah,
I love it.
I've just started moving you. These shouldn't actually be doors, but I hadn't fixed up the map for it, so now you can see through those. Oh no, I turned everybody sideways.
Oh, we're tilted. We're on that lean.
I got you.
No, spin me.
As
right
you walk
up.
into the ballroom, you hear, "This, ladies and gentlemen, is the jewel of Thornebridge Hall, the ballroom. Few halls in Silversong can boast such refinement." He goes on to talk about the large space at the center, where the guests are formally dancing. Very trained, very rigid, traditional formal dancing. You see a whole bunch of tables around you. Each one probably costs a small fortune. They are filled with guests relaxing, drinking wine, resting from dancing. All of your insight or all of your perceptions are high enough. This particular table seems to be a number of merchants, very well dressed, and seemingly gambling in a card game. There are more drinks and more treat tables in the middle of the hall, and at the very end of the hall is a troupe of performers, a harp, a piano, and 6 stringed instruments, providing the ambiance for the entirety of Thornebridge Hall. The tour guide begins taking you to another room, unless you all break off at any time. I will continue with this.
No, let's do it. We run it.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta see her hard work.
I'm invested in the tour.
Yep. Tour time.
And it's beneficial for my mission anyway, so.
Exactly. We're so tilted.
That's like you when you kept loading up VTube Studio and you're.
No. Okay, we're doing this. This is happening. Great. I'm just gonna drag you all into this place because it's fine. We know what's happening. As you enter in to this particular room, you hear, "This is the library. A sanctity of intellect and refinement within Thornebridge Hall. The walls are lined with bespoke bookshelves, each carved by a master craftsman to create this elegant curve that embraces the room. Towards the far end, beyond the shelves, you'll find a comfortable sitting area by a fireplace, perfect for quiet study. Every book and scroll here reflects Lord Thornbridge's commitment to education, culture, and legacy." Next room. Any endings before we move on?
Matt's is just gonna like nod and like, yes, very fancy. Just try to.
To industry. Will you roll a performance or deception for your
It's over.
But it's not a disadvantage. There's a reason for it.
Is that
They're
what
both
the
same.
etiquette training did for us?
Mm-hmm. You don't
Oh,
roll at
no.
disadvantage. You just
my
roll.
God.
Oh no.
Can I use my inspiration on Mad's roll?
No.
What is this? I'm sorry. What is this for?
Fitting in.
Mads is just being a guy, bro. And they think it's sus.
my
Oh,
God.
one particular person kind of gives you a bit of a like side eye squinty, and then does that, and then continues on the tour, and nothing really happens.
I'll probably just
I
add
make
some
it-
Yeah.
flavor.
The person who made a funny look at Mads.
This one right here.
Yeah, sure. Whoever made the funny look at Mads.
Ugh.
Pyrie, I'm going to assume, would notice these things because she was being held by Mads.
Yeah, you're gonna see most everything that happens. Actually, I would say all of you are pretty well enough on perception, and it's not like these people are hiding it, so you'd all see it.
Wait,
Mhm,
there was
mhm.
another inspiration.
So,
No, well, hold on.
So, question.
Whoa,
Which
wait.
is-
Sorry.
What?
Who are you granting inspiration on, and what for, there, Larry?
Let's go, Larry.
Larry.
Larry trying to save Mads from embarrassment.
Culture. Yes, the economy. Amazing. Save Mads roll. Oh, alright, Mads, re-roll your performance or deception. We'll see if you get that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
you still get the oomph. I'm so sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So anyways, as I was saying,
As you were saying, continue.
Pyrie's gonna like see this and take like mild personal offense to it, of just like just the little because doesn't like friends being treated poorly, and I'm assuming is this who what
It's
What kind of
this
person
this
is this?
particular person here. This is a very fancy dwarf.
very fancy dwarf.
Very fancy
Awesome.
dwarf.
So they're at paw level.
They are at paw level, in fact, like face level.
Cool. Fantastic.
Oh shit.
I'm assuming because it looks like they're wearing a fancy dress.
Yes, these are all guests. Some hold wine, others hold a little porcelain plate with a treat on it, similar to Mads's, which I question how you're carrying that plate around, but we're gonna move past that.
Clearly on my bodacious ass.
Heyo.
And that okay, Pyrie's gonna make note of this, and then like the dwarf, like I'm assuming turned around after.
Yeah, that was kind of like that side look, and then like starts to turn away.
Pyrie's just gonna like, obviously in cat form, paw at like. Do they have any like? I'm assuming they have like fancy dress on and stuff, and just like
Yeah.
paw at like their like arm or shoulder or wherever, if it's like strappy or anything, like to try and like fuck with it.
So your goal is to just basically fuck with whatever they're wearing.
Yep, because it's fancy and it will cost money to fix. And they
Amazing.
hee
Go ahead
like
and
stealthy.
it's not a high DC, but will you please roll an unarmed attack? Do you have that in your inventory? Unarmed strike, please. I just want to see if you manage to hit before she turns away. You do. Because that 10 is the actual DC.
Oh wait, no, hold, please hold.
Holding.
Give me my cat.
Ah, wise.
You're being honest. Let's go.
Bodacious ass.
I was like,
Sydney.
wait a minute, I remember there was a
Yeah.
thing. I don't know how to get the thing though.
I got you. It's here somewhere. PC's wild shape. Cat. Here is said cat that you can open. It's yours.
Cat. Okay, I can do cat now. Why is there a... There's an... Okay, that's weird. Sorry. Anyways,
Claw.
I have claws. Claws.
All
Although
right.
I don't understand how this works.
Yeah, let me mess with it here because there's
'Cause
been
that
some.
doesn't...
Yeah,
that
just
seems to be backwards from what it's actually saying.
1d20 minus 4 because it is strength based.
Is it strength based?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna stick with the original roll because I find that much more entertaining.
Okay.
Get rid of that cat.
I
Okay, so as this woman begins to turn back towards the tour guide who is giving the guide information, you reach out your claw, and you just manage to pull out a couple of strings on the dress, but it has started to unravel from one of the sides. It is like a particularly nice silky material, and so it makes a big difference when it starts to unravel.
Oh my god.
Teehee.
It's not a quick thing. Like you just you don't have the string attached, so you can start pulling it and like continue to unravel. They haven't noticed.
Fantastic. Pyre's gonna continue to just bap at it and like play with the string.
Go. We'll keep that in mind as the tour continues.
As flavor, me being a smuggler, which is right next to thievery, I'm like I've been eyeing all of this nice shit this entire time. Cause like that part of me, I'm not gonna do anything about it, but I've been thinking about it. Especially in this really fancy library where like knowledge is power in a lot of places. So I'm like, oh, and then now I see Pyre unraveling this woman's dress, and now I'm side-eyeing that too, and I'm fighting my instincts not to steal this woman's panties. It's we'll see how long this goes on. I might my will to stick with the bit might falter. Anyway, the tour.
So the tour continues. The dress being unraveled. Go out to the hallway. That is a window. Which... Why can you not see out the window? I don't know. I don't know why you can't see out the window, but we're just gonna move on. Why can't you see out that door? Why is it be this way? This is fun.
Is this how you built it?
Not intentionally. I don't know why it's restricting sight. Very interesting. I'm trying to do a thing.
Not open.
I see that. Oh, it's because I accidentally have a second wall there. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting.
Good job.
That's a me issue.
It was the DM. That was the problem the whole time.
That was me.
Dio.
Okay. Okay. I think I fixed it. Maybe. We'll see. Sure, it's fixed enough. I'm done.
Fixed-ish. We like fixed-ish.
Yeah. As you guys enter in what looks to be a room full of musical instruments, you hear, "This is the music room. Along the walls, you'll find finely crafted brass and string instruments, ready for any particular gathering, as Lord Thornebridge appreciates music. If you can't tell from the high esteemed players in the ballroom itself, everything in here is of the highest quality, and it reflects Lord Thornbridge's dedication to the arts." Pyrie. Because you got that damn 17.
What?
You do see that there is a little bit of an oddity. There's just one plant in here, and everywhere else in the manor has a lot of plants. Seems odd that there's just one in here for some reason. With that in mind,
Aw.
Oh no.
There's just one plant. There's only one plant.
there's just one plant.
There's only ever been one plant.
All right, that means some fuckery is about to happen.
The tour guide begins taking the tour out of the room.
Pyrie's gonna kind of do a funny little wiggle. You know, the little like put me down wiggle.
Oh.
Mads will kind of communicate with Harry, like, what are you trying to do?
This plant.
What about the plant?
There's only one.
Why is that?
Because there's only one plant in this room. All the other rooms have lots of plants. There's little plants. There's only one plant. Why is there only one plant?
Mads is gonna look at Larry like, what?
Yeah, because I'm listening to this mentally too, so I'm gonna mentally respond with like, what?
Pyrie's gonna continue wiggling.
What are you trying to
and,
do
like,
with the plant?
"You're
What are you
near a
trying to do with the
window!"
plant? What are you? Okay, but we are not here to judge how they keep their plants. It was probably only just put in here like today for the party.
Remember, Pyre, we have to pretend like we belong here.
But like, I'm assuming this is only a tour just to like see the fancy mansion, not
Yes.
like where guests would normally be. Correct?
Are you asking me that?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if you were like having a
Mr. DM.
conversation with everybody. I
Mr.
don't know.
DM.
Mr. DM, has a question.
Mr. DM.
I'm always watching, Wazowski. So yeah, you're going around the house with a tour. It's not necessarily that guests are permitted here without the guide.
Exactly. Okay, so Pyrie's just gonna be like, but this is a party space. She's gonna continue wiggling.
So, what are you trying to do with the plant? What do you want to do with the plant?
I want to look at it.
Just look at it.
I want to
Okay,
inspect the plant.
Can we just like quickly, like as we're walking out the door, can we just move ever so slightly closer to the plant, so that
Sure.
the cat can look at the plant?
Are you keeping a hold of the cat?
I feel like Mads would probably put Pyre down,
Oh,
especially
God.
if they're wiggling. Well,
Okay.
if they're wiggling, they're already like half the size of Mads, so like if they wiggle too much, we're just gonna fall over. So
Very valid.
I gotta keep that in mind here.
Okay. Then as you guys set the cat down and the tour group begins making its way, that's the wrong thing. As the tour group begins making its way out of the room, you guys have a small moment where you're able to kind of look at the plant a little bit.
I'm gonna speed the fuck up to that thing and just sticks whole face in plant and paw in soil to see what it is.
It is definitely dirt and absolutely a plant. It doesn't
It's
seem
just a
like
plant.
the plant is a plant.
The plant is a plant. She's gonna stick her little nose like on it, and then she's gonna bite a leaf, and then she's going to promptly walk away with a dirty
Did you get
paw.
what you wanted?
Yeah, you do have. I was gonna mention that you definitely have a dirty paw and dirty snout now.
Don't bite.
She's gonna. Where's that dwarf?
Hold on, I'm looking to see if I have like a hanky or something.
No. Pyra's gonna like kind of walk up behind, like, she's a cat, she's tiny. She's gonna walk up behind like the dwarf,
Oh my
and just
god!
like at the base of like the dwarf's dress, is just gonna like rub her face and her paw on it.
Oh,
The
This
dice.
woman does not notice,
Hell yeah!
but
Oh.
her dress now has a pretty nice smear of damp dirt across the bottom hem. Pyrie, I will also remind you that you have the string of that dress still attached, so that's a thing too.
Oh, it's still attached to my paw?
Yeah, unless you let it go.
I mean, I was just bapping at it while like we were standing behind her
Oh,
before.
okay. I thought you were like
So unless-
slowly unraveling it.
I mean, like, it's definitely like unraveled to a point now, but like, I feel like had Pyrie done all of what she just did while having that fucking thing, this woman would have noticed.
That's probably true. So we'll say you dropped it then. But yes, now has a bunch of dirt on the lower portion of her dress and did not notice you do it.
Cool. Anyways,
Any additional messing arounds?
can I do any other funny little perception checks?
For the plant?
The room.
For the room? Absolutely. What are you looking for anything in particular, or are you just looking around the room for something in specific, or?
Mm, I think she's just gonna be nosy and just kind of just be like, she's just suspicious because plants, and
Okay.
so she's just
Give me a perception
also
check
a
then.
weird setup.
And would anybody else like to do anything as well?
no, because I wasn't explained why the plant was weird. I was just told
Neither
there's a
was I.
plant.
I was
There's
told that I perceived
it's
a
not
fucking
near
plant.
a window, so I don't care.
Told I perceived a plant. Pyrie went plant.
Pyrie, as you look at the plant and the room, it just looks like a room full of instruments. The plant is out of place, but like nothing really stands out otherwise.
You're just going everywhere. You
Yeah,
are
serious.
zoomies.
Zoomies.
Been
She's a
held for
cat.
too long.
Yeah, she's been held for too long. Like, she was in Madzav's arms the whole walk over. She's been nothing but carried around, and now she's just like, meow.
Yeah, but you need to be picked back up again. Like when I think it looks like you're done with this stuff, I'm gonna mentally remind everybody that Madzi should probably pick her back up because I don't think cats can just walk around in high society.
Mads will kind of mentally agree and then like, come on, Pyrie, and
Mm. Pretty kitty.
you're pretty kitty.
Pretty kitty.
So, Mads picks up Pyrie again then,
Mm-hmm.
and you all rejoin the tour. What is the...
Pyrie be just kind of cat nose scrunchies in frustration.
Mads just pets the ears. It'll be over soon.
You guys make your way through the ballroom once again and begin making your way down this very nice, very ornate hallway to another set of double doors. And as you enter in, you hear welcome to the dining room, where Lord Thornebridge hosts his most distinguished guests. The central table seats 14 and rests atop a custom-made carpet designed to complement the polished wood floor. Along the walls, you'll find tables displaying racks of the finest wines, including the ones you're drinking now. There's also exquisite potted plants and other delightful decor, handpicked by our lord. The 2 doors behind me lead to the kitchen, which will not be part of the tour. At which point you do see someone kind of bustling through the hallway here southward as they carry another tray of sweets to go refill the stations.
And that's these doors right here. You said were kitchen
Correct.
access.
Correct.
Okay.
There also seems to be some kind of doorway in the hallway as well.
Right there. Question mark.
Yep, that'll be it.
Yeah. Okay.
Any actions before moving on with the tour?
No, I'm still just eyeballing all the nice stuff. Like, there's probably really nice, like, silverware in here that I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Wow.
everything that you see is the, like, highest
Good question.
quality. Yeah.
I'm assuming that all of the plants that we've seen this far have all been real plants and not fake plants.
They are all real plants, yes.
Okay, Pyra's just gonna continue muttering in her head. The plants.
What about the plants?
She's not gonna be paying attention to either of them. She's just gonna be staring at the funny plants everywhere.
You guys continue making your way past the ballroom once again. You do see in both of these hallways, there is patrolling guards that kind of walk one way up, one way back. Opens up the next room as you guys step inside.
Pyra immediately screams in the funny little mind thingy. Fucking plants!
Here we have the tea room, a haven of relaxation and refinement. Please notice the exquisite wood flooring and the stained glass windows that bathe the space in a soft kaleidoscope of light. You can kind of tell because you'll have hella insight. This guy is so tired of this. He's done this too many times.
Follow-up question.
Yeah.
Did you make the plants different colors just because you wanted to diversify it, or because they actually mean something to you?
The seating areas are luxurious, with gold trim bases and plush cushions arranged for comfort. The tables around the room are also adorned with a collection of vibrant and exotic plants, each one selected to enhance this room's tranquility. This is a space open to guests where you can retreat from the festivities to enjoy a moment of quiet elegance over more wine, tea, or light refreshment. You have but to ask a staff member. So to answer your question, this room has a different multitude of plants, a lot of which are particularly difficult to care for, and you have not seen them anywhere else in the house.
Okay, so like the colors that you have with the plants don't mean anything particular. They're just different plants.
They're just different plants. Yeah, they're just exotic plants, or considered exotic as far as Silversong is concerned.
Cool.
For you,
Okay.
they are definitely different plants, and they do have uses. They're not ones you normally see outside of.
What kind of uses are we talking about?
Roll a nature check. There's a number of uses for the plants that you see here. A lot of that has to do with remedies. You can turn a lot of them into poultices. Some of them have... With a 15, and with your background, I will say a lot of these plants are very small. Groomed would be the right way to phrase it. Like, these aren't naturally this size. They're usually much bigger and broader and tend to have elemental capabilities. These plants seem like they were bred for the color and the look rather than their usefulness. So
Kyrie is now going to be full on judging whoever the fuck was doing anything with these plants. Because they are not being useful, and they're just to look pretty, and the fact that they didn't care for them properly for all of their uses, and she's gonna be mumbling and muttering in, like, little brain world. And
This
again,
means
Scorpio.
nothing to me, so I'm just gonna ignore the cat.
Yeah, I feel like Mads is gonna be annoyed at this point that we're like still communicating via mental space, and just kind of be like, "Can these guys please just get out of my head?"
So you guys make your way out of the tea room and back to the grand entrance hall, and begin taking steps up the stairs, which is an entirely different map.
Awesome. This is where we're getting there, chat. We're getting there. I was thinking that the tour was only gonna be the bottom floor, and then I was gonna have to figure out some bullshit like my cat ran away and I have to piss, so I need to go upstairs.
Nope, we're going.
Soon.
No, not IRL. I mean, like, cause you know how whenever you get caught, like, sneaking off at a party, the number one excuse is I was looking for the bathroom. That type of shit.
Speaking of which, I've forgone bathrooms in any of my maps. I'm just
Right,
giving up.
which was
Yeah.
absolutely going to be the thing that I relied on, was that Mr. DM forgot, so they have to be upstairs.
Oh no, I mean, I just objectively chose not to put a bathroom because I don't know.
Perfection.
Putting toilets on a map feels weird, and I don't know why it feels weird, but it does.
But it's funny. And then the cat can run off and accidentally fall into a toilet.
I get a small treasure? What did I win, Mr. DM?
Let's find out. Ignored. Scam. What do you mean ignored? What happened?
Oh,
Because I asked you a question and then you immediately went into more
Oh
dialogue.
yeah, sorry.
And I
I
was
was
like,
gonna finish my description
it was
and then answer it.
relevant.
I wasn't ignoring you, I swear.
I know, it was just funny. Because I asked it and then it was just the immediate no acknowledgement, just continues.
So sorry. I did not mean for that.
It's really funny.
Do I get another abacus? I'm
Another
looking to add to my
abacus?
collection.
Lol. You're gonna love this. Let me find it. Hang on. I don't have an actual... Oh, I see. Let me shove it in your inventory and edit it.
Oh, I don't have to manually track this one. Very nice.
Oh, I can just put it in the name.
Yo? Spell of Instant panties.
Instant panties. No.
Oh, Misty Step slay.
For story
This
integration.
is so good for literally right now.
For story integration purposes, you happen
stole
to
it from the
find
library.
hidden behind one of the plants on one of the mini tables a small scroll neatly wrapped. It happens to be a scroll of Misty Step.
Well, hell yeah.
Not a bad get, honestly.
No,
Why
that's huge
is
for
that?
me. Right now, specifically in my covert ops mission, information gathering. Yeah, this is great. Good stuff. Thank you, Burton.
Stop being there. God damn. I'm having some difficulties with the wall, if you couldn't tell.
I can tell on your screen, not on mine.
Great. Well, I fixed that, so we're good now. Great. There we go. Okay.
Perfect. We're about to be teleported anyway.
Yo. Thornebridge Hall. Back to my thing. As you guys make your way up the stairs, I don't want to grab that guy. I want to grab the group. God damn it. There we go. As you guys make your way to the second floor balcony, the tour guide turns. From here, you can enjoy one of the finest views in Thornebridge Hall. This balcony provides the perfect vantage to appreciate the splendor of the ballroom below and its dancers, as well as the orchestra's melody. Up here you can also see that there is more of our Lord's banners, as well as the decorations that he chose himself. Along the left and right you'll see there is additional hallway entrances, and behind where we'll be going next leads off to the gallery. At this point you can see along the entirety of the balcony overlooking the dance floor itself is a number of patrons, a number of guards, and lots of gaudy decorations. The chandeliers are also hanging from the second floor roof, and at a certain level, at the level they're at, provide light to both floors. So,
Very nice.
unless anybody's running for the bathroom.
I have to pee.
In game or out of game?
I was just gonna ask that.
Out of game, actually, I actually have to really pee. So I'll be right
That's
back.
actually fair. We hit the 2
Yeah.
hour mark, so let's go ahead before we enter the next room. We will go ahead and take a 5 to 10 minute break for Go Piss Girls and refills on drinks and snacks, and allow our wonderful viewers to take a moment and I'll do the same. Welcome in, Edward. With that in mind, we'll see you guys back here at about 10 after the hour. Yee.
Whoa.
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 Mr. DM, as per our off-screen agreement, I would like to roll a bonus time to steal your panties because I ate all my food.
I'm so proud of you. Please take your roll.
Good job, banana.
Oh man, I would have been so stoked if it was a 20.
That would have been the comeback kid moment.
So good. But that means you still have one additional roll this session. That's 3 rolls. I'm happy with this arrangement.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Um,
Wait, is it? It's not permanent, is it? It's just
the
like,
arrangement?
Yeah.
We tip maybe.
Oh, I see. I see. Also, from our perspective, I'm pretty sure we're still on the bottom floor.
You are on the 2nd floor. Oh, you are. I see. Wow. My
Thank
apologies.
you.
My
Whoa.
apologies.
Woohoo!
There is a balcony
Thanks.
behind you that I'm gonna move you back towards because entertainment. By the way, chat, welcome back. Thanks for sticking through our break. Hope you guys got yourself a drink and a bite to eat and enjoyed the panty roll. And yeah, now we'll let back in. So, this was your description as you looked around the guards, the patrons, and you could see down to the lower portion as well. He then walked you this direction, and then this direction, and then this direction. Where are my notes? Aha! So, bringing us back in. As you step into this particular room, it is quite
Is this
a
a sacrifice room? What is this?
Welcome to the Statue Gallery, a space dedicated to honoring legends, myths, and symbols, both of the entirety of the Echoing Isles and Lord Thornbridge's heritage. The marble flooring, bordered by black marble, frames this room's elegance. You can see that each of these pieces is an inspiration. The central figure is the Cloaked Harbinger, representing the inevitability of fate, a stark reminder of life's fragility. He goes on a little bit longer. To the left being, to the right being the Knight with the Shield, Cedric Ironwall, symbolizing steadfast defense and famed for protecting a forgotten keep against impossible odds. On the other side of the room is a knight with a sword, which is Lady L. Starblade, remembered for her valor in conquering a foe shrouded in shadow. On the right side, you see a robed figure with an orb, which is Althinian the Luminary, known for discovering the celestial path that guided lost travelers. And the last statue on the left holding the book is Archivist Nyrel, who compiled the greatest tomes of magical knowledge into a singular codex that has since shaped the future of arcane studies. Each figure has a plaque underneath as well, describing something or other. And the entire room is also filled with busts, symbolizing either different famous figures. They are a variation of... It's very display. Think like a museum, and every piece is incredibly valuable. There are benches for sitting, small tables for placing your wine if you needed to, and then there's also portraits on the wall with a small rug in front of each one, which is more to help you guys visualize where they are, because they are very small. That in mind, any activity in this room?
I do think I want to roll an extra perception check here just to see, because I don't know, rooms like this, while they are display rooms, I feel like something could potentially be amiss here. Like something spicy, something extra, like a secret room or what have you. It makes no sense for the blueprint necessarily, but Liari's just kind of like statue room, fancy stuff.
Go ahead and you can roll a perception to see if things are misaligned, I don't know. Is anybody else
Like
doing
if
these
things get moved frequently. You know, the little scuff
Yeah, little
marks.
scratchy marks. Anybody else joining in? Or doing their own thing?
I feel maybe I'll have Mads kind of like maybe finally take an interest in the people that they're with too. Do a perception on the other tour members.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll a perception for that, and then if Pyrie would like to join in on her own thingy, that's also welcome.
Sure. General perception.
Just all around. Got you.
Yeah, she's just like funny statues.
There's like 2 plants in this room.
The
The plants! The plants! I can already see the meme from this episode is just a cat losing her goddamn mind surrounded by plants.
It's the plants.
The plants,
The
they're
plants.
everywhere. What is it?
Plants, Larry, the plants.
The plants
Well,
are
I rolled a
just-
26, so tell me about those plants, Mr. DM.
So,
Oh my god.
Pyrie. We'll go in the descending order here. Pyrie, looking at the plants, they're very much just plants. There's nothing suspicious about them. With a 26, they are basic bitch plants they're just here for decor. They are real.
Plants
And-
thing was kind of a joke, but like, just general perception. But, you know.
With
Please.
general perception, including yourself and Liari, looking around the room, a lot of these particular pieces are of extreme value. There's little doubt in your mind the amount of wealth that Thornebridge holds to have what is essentially a museum's worth of artifacts in a gallery in their personal abode, just because they can. None of it particularly necessarily stands out as suspicious or moved or anything of that caliber, but the statues are all quite beautiful. They seem to be well taken care of, albeit there is a number of gouges or broken pieces which probably came with age before the procurement from Thornebridge. Each of them have a small plate that kind of reads something, but it doesn't necessarily do anything. I could read those to you if you'd like. But with a 26 and a 21, there's nothing outstandingly suspicious in this room that you've found.
Yeah.
Do any of the plaques look like they would carry information that would give me backstory on the asshat in the house? Because it did say that, like, some of it had to do with, like, his family history.
Yes.
So I think I would zone in on those just in case there was any useful information. I don't know what, but I would zone in on those.
The only one that stands out to you is the one with the shield, which is the steadfast guardian who held the gates of Altran's keep against a relentless siege, saving countless lives. And underneath, in a separate plaque, says "Ancestor of the Thornbridges."
Okay. Fair enough. All right.
But there's not any particularly obvious stuff. Matt, you asked about the people in the group. So,
Yeah. Who are they? What are they doing?
who are they?
Well,
What
one
are
of
they
them's naked.
What?
doing?
I'm glad I asked this. Important.
Because that wasn't obvious before. You see, the first person that comes to your eye is the particularly stout dwarvish woman that gave you the snoot. She wears a very elaborate emerald green gown that's trimmed with some gold thread, which has been slightly unthreaded on one side due to Pyrie and the hem is covered in some dirt, which she has still not noticed. She has numerous rings, all with very large, gaudy gemstones. Anytime she moves her hand, they catch the light and do that shiny thing, and it's very much like a power play. She tends to narrow her eyes on any particular person that she deems beneath her. You've kind of found throughout the tour. Very much a superior person. The only other person in this group of very fancy people is a young lanky young man who seems to be kind of in his late 20s. He has very unkempt hair, that sort of that hairstyle where you wake up and you give it a little shaggy to make it look like you don't care, but you're very particular,
intentionally messy.
Yeah, that kind of person. All of his clothing is very tailored to him, but does not have the same grandeur as other guests, which kind of makes him look a little out of place. His hands have been fidgeting with the cuff of his sleeve or the edge of his lapel, kind of like he's bored and he's just here because he seems to have to be. It's hard to gauge. Those are the two most interesting people in this group.
Okay.
Additional thoughts?
No.
Next room.
You guys make your way back out and into the next hallway.
My ass is trying to find an office, baby. Come on, show me office.
As you guys make your way along this entire route, towards the end of it, he's given a spiel the entire way before opening the door and kind of stepping in to give you the vibe here. These are the reserved guest rooms here at Thornebridge Hall. You'll not find a more comfortable or elegant abode outside of Lord Thornbridge's private suite. It has all the amenities of home with a double bed and silken sheets. Cozy, custom-made couches, each room having its own fireplace, and a very immaculate desk containing writing tools for the merchant on the go, or the one that particularly has business here at Thornbridge Manor. There's also a private bathroom equipped with its own bathtub and amenities. If you'd like to take a warm bath when staying here, you need only ask, and the bath will be filled for your convenience. He takes back out, closes the door. We have 4 or 5 such guest rooms, although they're reserved for particular members that have ties with Lord Ulrich. With that in mind, you guys start making your way back over here. Where is my thingy? Ah. Much higher up than I remember. God damn. Ah, here we go. Bubba-da-bop. As you enter this particular room, you get... This is Lord Thornbridge's study, where his pursuit of knowledge takes precedence. The shelves you see hold ancient texts and scrolls collected from across the echoing aisles and beyond. At the heart of the room is an exquisite array, its 7 celestial spheres, representing particular parts of the heavens and the imagination of scholars. Each one of these desks and chairs are used by the researchers that are hired by Lord Thornbridge or Lord Thornbridge himself. I would like to remind the guests that this room is off limits, outside of the tour. With that, takes you back outside the room, closing the door behind him. Oop.
Oh, am I not allowed to get in a quick extra
Oh, yeah, you can.
perception?
Yeah. If you want to do a little perception.
Yeah, just to see if I can vaguely, like, nonchalantly cursory look over the stuff that is visible on the desk to see if anything might look interesting to me as of right now.
I see.
To come back to later. Interesting documentation.
As far as you can tell, giving a cursory glance, really, the paperwork seems to have a lot of scribbles and researchy things about it. There might be information that pertains to what you're looking for, but it's too hard to tell in the short time that you're here. But you do notice with the 17, there is a lot of very older looking scrolls and books on these shelves. It's different than the library downstairs, which has a lot of the same thing, but it's more for leisurely reading. This seems like almost a private office, kind of. That's
Okay.
about all you're gonna get with that.
Yep, fair enough. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Laying down the groundwork for later if I break back in. I don't know.
I break back in. All right.
Well, I'm
With
not
that in
allowed
mind.
in there, so I'd have to break in.
Yeah. Door closes
Oh no, my
behind
cat
you.
has gone missing.
Oh no.
Where were the bathrooms? This wasn't the bathroom. My bad.
At this point, you reach the a set of double doors that seem particularly nice. They look a little bit more reinforced, you might say. The guide then addresses the group. And these doors lead to Lord Thornbridge's private suite, which we will not be touring today. Please bear in mind that this is extremely off-limits, and if you are found near the doorway, you will be asked to leave. In fact, Lord Thornbridge has a guard standing right here, right now. Please pay them mind and do as they say. Thank you. He's gonna kind of walk you guys away a little bit. And as he takes you guys back downstairs, I won't flip the map yet until you guys tell me where you want to go. And that concludes the tour. Please enjoy the gala. There will be a wine tasting held in the entrance hall following the tour. Thank you. With that, he kind of goes, well, we'd need to be on the other map, but he just steps off to the side and kind of like is releasing the group to whatever they want to do.
Okay. While we were over by the guard, would it be possible for me to try and also intuit how he's feeling about his mental fortitude for the day and people's bullshit right now? Because I'm already thinking like routes with which to get around this man's, and I'm wondering if flirting might be on the table. So I would like to ascertain whether or not that even looks like a potential possibility before I do something dumb.
I'll allow you to go perception. Oh my god, perception.
Perception.
To kind of
okay.
see how he's standing, how he's acting. But that in mind, it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna know whether that's an option until you try.
Right. Yeah.
With a
that's fair.
9, he's just doing his job.
Yep, that's fair. And I don't want to use my inspiration on that in case something really bad happens later. Alright, I'll let it stand. It's fine. Okay. End of the tour. Let's see. I think I will start to do the rich people mosey again, perhaps toward the room with the plants. Because that was like a fancier room, something to marvel at that we're allowed to be in. I think that was not upstairs, was it?
That is the first floor.
That's the first floor.
Now, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shuffle you. Yeet. Actually. Oh no, I have one downstairs. Alright, everybody else. Things you want to do, things you want to say, things you want to do all the things. Moving us back downstairs. As these guests kind of make their way off to doing other things. Yeah, so, other people. Anything you're doing?
I
While
don't
we're
know.
doing
I
things?
think Mads would try to simulate with the rest of the population.
Okay.
Maybe go find a drink or find more of those cinnamon rolls.
So, you did hear word of a wine tasting,
Mm-hmm.
which happens to be right next to the cinnamon rolls.
Well, then we know where we're going.
Taking Pyrie with you, presumably?
I'm gonna give Pyrie the option to be let down, but
Freedom!
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
Movies!
I have lost my cat.
Harry's going to gracefully jump down then and kind of wiggle off to the side away from too many legs. I am stuck underneath a man. Thank you.
Heyo. Heyo.
Oh no. There's too many jokes to choose from. I got joke paralysis.
Don't worry, I clipped it. It's gonna be great.
Fantastic. Okay.
You're welcome.
I'll let Mads continue while Pyrie sits
Okay.
for a moment.
So let's start up at the first person's plan here. So Liari, you made your way to the sitting area in the tea room.
Yep. Just to kind of collect my thoughts and not immediately beeline for the thing I was told not to touch, even though I'm very much I'm getting in there. I mean, we're gonna get
One
in
way or
there.
the other.
We're getting in there. Yeah, and then mentally I'm gonna reconnect with the other two, and just say my thoughts, which is I liked both the look of the astrological study as well as obviously the private guarded room that we weren't allowed in. My aim tonight, I believe, will be for the private guarded room. I have no idea how to get past the guard other than, well, I have a few options. I can see if I can distract him and see where that goes, or really quick hide table. I don't think Misty Step would work for me there, considering I would have to be able to see the space that I have to go to, right?
Correct. You'd have to be able to see in the room.
And that is not something I can do. Perhaps if I could get assistance with a distraction, that might be on the table for us, but I don't want us to go so far as to get kicked out as a whole unit or arrested. Does anybody have any ideas?
No.
No, not really.
Other than fighting the man. Fighting the man's not good for us either.
My idea was to drink wine and get cinnamon rolls.
Okay. Any ideas by way of the actual mission we're here to do?
This is going so well.
This is going extremely well. Pyrie simply wishes to go forth and explore some things and like poke around the other rooms and whatnot again.
Are you saying this to us mentally, or are you just doing that?
I'm saying it to you mentally.
Okay.
Okay.
Realistically, Pyrie, I think you would be my best option for a distraction that's very nonchalant, in the sense that I don't think he'll be as quick to stab a lost animal as he will be to stab someone who is actively trying to get in the locked room. So, how do you feel about being a potential distraction piece?
Okay.
Mm?
Where am I going again? Upstairs?
Yeah. I mean, you can explore for a little bit if you want, if there was something you wanted to see.
It doesn't let me.
Because I'm going to take a minute so as to not make myself suspicious. I'll relax in this fancy room and pretend like I'm in awe of all the horrendous waste they've put in here.
How do get uppies?
Uppies is a literal entire map. So teleporting is a group thing. Like moving to the next level is either individual and we do it like that, or yeah, I can't send you individually, unfortunately. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I could send you individually. I've never tried that, but you know.
You can't.
Considering my character's AFK, Pyrie can. We can move, and I'll just pretend, you know.
Because I was gonna say, because remember the time when
the boat? Yeah, the boat was all on one map, though, technically.
Oh, is this not one map?
This is 2 maps because they are enormous. That being said, we can move upstairs. It just depends on if we want to resolve Pyrie or Mads first. Which one? Who wants to go first?
Mads can go first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay. Easy enough. So, Mads, you wandering over for a cinnamon roll?
I think that was over here.
Yep, right here at this wonderful table. So as you wander up and grab another plate with a cinnamon roll, it is again instantly replaced by the same servant that you saw before. She just kind of like looks at you and then like looks away.
I'm gonna take a bite out of one and ask her, "Did you make these?"
No, that was the kitchen staff.
Oh well, they're very good. My compliments to them.
Oh my god. I love you trying to be social just with the wrong people. This is so
She
good.
is taken aback by any level of compliment. And seems to like shuffle nervously. Thank you, milady.
Mads is gonna be kind of freaked out by someone calling her milady, and then just kind of like back up.
They continue to stare at the ground. They do not make eye contact with you. However,
They're just gonna on the table.
As you back up, you almost bump into two guests participating in a wine tasting with another one of the servants over here, who is providing small pours of different wines. And these two here are trying them. Based on what you see, one is particularly tall, lanky, and gaunt, with a very pale complexion. That'll be the male tiefling here. And then you see a extremely large person, like my 1,000-pound life kind of vibes.
Oh.
Extremely exaggerated, like everything is a lot. So all the movements cause these layers of the expensive fabric, of which there is quite a bit, to ripple very dramatically. She has a very booming laugh and is permanently got a glint as she kind of like a glint in her eye as she kind of looks between this individual, the help, and seeing you kind of back into her as you turn to look over. As she looks at you, she says, "Oh, ho, ho, hello."
Mads will do their best and just be like, "Oh, hello there. Are you sampling some wine?"
Oh, yes! Sampling all the wine! Oh, we've turned into chuckles. Hang on.
Yeah, we did turn into chuckles. I was like, wait a second.
I love that voice, but that is not appropriate for this character. Sampling all the wine. No, I can't do the thing. Sampling all the wine. The name is Rosina Marquill. A pleasure. She reaches her hand out to you. Hang on, wait. How would she reach her hand out? Let me think. Okay, nope. She's reaching it out to you, palm down.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's that
Very
low,
expectantly.
like,
I'm gonna take it in like both hands and give her a gentle shake.
Oh.
The pleasure is all mine. My name is Mads.
Oh, a pleasure, Mads. Do you have a surname, or is it just the one?
Yes, I just prefer if my companions call me Mads. It feels more friendly.
Of course. Companions. Oh, how dreary. I haven't called companions in quite some time. We refer to each other as close friends these days.
Oh, of course. How could I be so silly? Close friends indeed.
Ooh. Performance, persuasion, or deception with advantage because you rolled with it. Props.
What was that? Deception?
Yeah, I just want to see how close
Man.
or how believable, like how much she enjoys you. Oh my dear, we'll have to get to know each other much better. Here, and she kind of snatches a goblet of wine off the table and hands it to you. It's like, here, this is a wonderful draught. It's not as good as what I have at my estate, but it will do.
Oh, thank you. Cheers to our wonderful new friendship.
Cheers! Clink. Wine spills onto the pristine marble floor, and she does not give a shit.
I think at this point I would address the person next to her. She's like, my apologies. I am Mads. Lovely to meet you.
It's lovely to meet you too. My name is Ander. Ander Thistledow. No. a pleasure, and he kind of holds his hand out in a handshake because he watched you try and do a handshake with Rosina.
I'll reciprocate the handshake and just... Yes. Hello.
Pleasure to meet you. Oh, this one has such a stammer. I can't stand it. It's not nice, Rosina. You know, it's just... I've had this for a long time. And they seem to start bickering a little bit.
Yes, well, I must catch up with some of my other close friends here. So I hope I can catch up with the rest of you soon.
Oh, of course. Mads, would you mind perhaps meeting me for another drink in the ballroom soon? I just have this wonderful feeling we might be able to trade some information.
Information, you say? That's like kind of peek up a little at this. I would be most humble to accept.
Oh, wonderful. It's just I've not seen you before, so I feel like you might have some, tidbits on our host. I'll be waiting in the ballroom for you. She's turned, double fists some goblets, and gives you the roughest curtsy you've ever seen. As she struggles, I think struggles is going to be the right word, struggles to make her way, one foot in front of the other, through the rooms and into the ballroom.
Mads is going to take this as their chance to get out and never talk to anybody again. We're going to go find our friends.
As you wander away, Ander here, it would be a pleasure to meet you. Gonna turn back to the wine.
Mads will just turn around and smile, and if they see it, whatever, they'll just keep moving.
Okay. Amazing. So we'll say that you have wandered away. Liari is sitting in the tea room. We will switch maps once again. And we will move the party in a group so you can all see what's happening. Unless I can turn on group vision. That's a thing. I don't know where, but that's a thing. Oh no, that was an old mod. That doesn't exist anymore. Sad. Oh well. So y'all are moving in a group, but so Irie, you wanted to go somewhere.
Yeah, because me and Larry were gonna do stuff. I don't know. There was a door in a place. I don't remember where it was, in all honesty.
It's a big house. I do not blame you. There's a lot of places here.
So, that door is Larry. Larry?
Which door?
I don't know.
The locked
Wherever the dude with the place and you said to be a distraction.
Oh, I was gonna let you wander around first before I, potentially... Did you want to go straight to that? We can go straight to that.
Yeah.
But that was this... I don't even think I can ping it. Oh, there we go. That's over here. If you see my ping on the map, it's bottom left.
Bottom left yeah.
I don't see your pings.
They're very far left down.
It's just really, really fucking tiny. Okay, I understand now.
Because the map is huge. I'm just gonna move y'all.
It was just super faint, so I really couldn't see it. And I'm like, there's no sound. I know nothing.
That's true. There is no sound. It is a visual ping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is the locked room with the guard. This is high table me talking to you. This is the room with the guard.
Uh-huh.
Right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
So, but yeah, whatever rooms you were trying to scope out, or you can go and see if you can pester this guy a little bit, see if he takes the bait. Because if he starts to be like
my catly ways.
Yep. Yeah. This will be attempt number 1. Let's see if you can get him. I'll come upstairs mentally.
Man.
back in game mentally, I'll just be like, okay, Pyrie, if you're gonna go bother the man, obviously try not to get him too riled. But if you can get him distracted and maybe away from the door, I will sneak back upstairs.
Okay. Pyrie's gonna just like saunter her little fluffy butt over to big armored man
Mm-hmm.
and just, I'm assuming he has like, it's like full like head to toe armor.
Yeah, he is completely covered in armor. It is traditional like guard wear, if you will.
Mhm.
It's all chain. It's all chainmail, with like the nice metal helm that doesn't obscure the face. It's just an actual helmet.
Fantastic. She's just gonna kind of like come up to like specifically like this side of him,
Mhm.
and just like start just, you know, looking at the shiny things on him, and starts kind of just like rubbing against his leg and like bapping at stuff as cat and shiny things.
Cat and shiny things. You're gonna start bapping the shiny things.
I mean, she's gonna mostly just like rub up against his leg like a cat does when they like come up and they want your attention. And if there's anything that happens to be dangling that is shiny, she will bap at it.
The guard kind of like does that foot flick to spook you, to get you to go away. Scat.
He illusioned me.
Do you continue to just like?
I'm gonna be like extra sweet and like do the pretty meow and be like,
Listen, Boots Eyes incoming.
yeah, size kind of thing of just like, don't you want to pet me?
Persuasion, performance, deception. Take your pick and roll it.
Say those words again, please.
Yeah. Performance, persuasion, or deception.
That seems to be the theme of the session.
It truly does, honestly. It's a lot of portraying yourself as something you're not necessarily. Looks at Cat.
Whoa!
Why now?
Just kind of look around real quick and see that guests are otherwise occupied, and just kind of reach down and give you a little pat. But he doesn't do much else. He kind of stands, like, he leans down, gives you the pat, and he goes to stand back up and resume guard posting.
It's so funny the way Sunny can win over these big burly men like that. What the fuck?
If only I could do that
They're
in
all
real
cat
life.
people
Anyways.
or what?
Anyways,
Mhm.
she's gonna Pyrie's gonna be kind of dissatisfied with this.
Hey,
But I see there's like stuff like here, I don't like across.
yeah, there's this
Look at
little
that
table.
table.
It's got a little
Mhm.
marble pot thing on top.
Fantastic.
Very decorative. There's a banner.
Yeah, like above the table?
Yeah, there's a banner with the symbol of the house on it, which is the stag leaping over the rose.
Amazing. Okay, so
Oh boy.
Pyre's just gonna kind of make a little like, cat sounds, being all cutesy and stuff, and she's gonna plop her little butt. She's gonna hop up on top of this table and start like weaving between the items that are on top of it and kind of like playing with the plant leaves and like, because at this point she has his attention.
Yes, his attention is very much on you, and then occasionally looking around.
And she's just gonna start playing with that plant, and like her butt's gonna get dangerously close to that marble vase.
Does he care about the vase? He does not give a flying fuck about the decor.
That was not part of his job description.
Is this okay? Question: is the thing that's like in the? I'm assuming that's like in the corner.
It's a
Like a
candelabra,
light.
so a standing candle holder, if you will.
She's gonna kind of like chill for a minute and just kind of like sit, and she's just gonna stare at him intently.
He stares right back, doesn't do a thing.
I'm gonna have a stare down with this man, I swear to God.
I'm gonna mentally check in. Pyre, how's it going?
She's gonna start playing around the base of this, like the candle thingy. What are they called? I
Candelabra.
keep on saying abra.
Candelabra. Putting a candle in a bra.
Fucking candlestick.
Yeah, candle bras.
Candle bras, yeah.
Let's go through.
Shit, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, candle bras. She's gonna start playing around like the base of it and stuff, and like scratching her butt on like the posts and everything, and like trying to like, she's just like clearly just gonna like knock the shit out of this thing.
Of the lit candles? I would
Yep.
hope you cared a little bit more about that, yeah.
Yeah, that's plain C.
Yeah.
Plan C. Why are there so many fucking dice? What's happening?
No. There may or may not be more people.
The guard is definitely looking at you, but now you have started to move that metal base on this marble floor, and it's very clack, You've drawn some attention of a couple patrons who were speaking in the hallway just a little bit away, and they're now just kind of looking at you.
Fantastic. I'ma keep fucking with it.
Double down.
I'ma double down. Like, I'm scratching my back, and like she's really trying to like get the pets that she didn't get from this man on this thing, on its legs, and like rubbing against it and everything.
Yeah, I need to see which one happens. Hang on.
Oh my god.
Okay, dice say one thing, so we go with the dice. At this point, the guard kind of just he kind of steps over and tries to pick you up.
Fantastic. I love it when they do that. Pyre is going to be very, very contently and happily just like yay, like attention. Question, how is he picking me up?
He's doing a one-handed scoop because his other hand has the spear and the banner in it. So he has to kind of do a squat, a scoop, and then he
Squat,
would
scoop,
hold you
yeah.
just kind of with that one.
Is there would it be unreasonable to say that I can, like... Because, like, he only got one hand on me.
Mm.
Can I, like... I don't know. Kind of... Like, when he goes to try and scoop me, I kind of, like, jump on his leg and, like, jump on his shoulder kind of thing.
You could absolutely attempt that.
Fantastic. What do I
Please
need to
roll an acrobatics. Damn, he rolled so good too. So as he goes to scoop you, you jump onto his arm and hop right out of it, kind of climbing up his arm and onto his shoulder, before he can really even get a handle on you. And he's like,
Pyrie is going to be very content, like, sitting on his shoulder and kind of just, like, front pause on, like, part of his helmet thing, and, like, probably is, like, playing with it and stuff. / just, like, chilling up there. She's having a grand old time trying to get herself comfy.
I got you. At this point, he would just kind of be... I want to use the word annoyed. He's not, like, annoyed, but he's kind of like, God damn it, this is not... I didn't sign up for this. Let's see.
Exasperated.
Exasperated is right. He is also not going to even attempt to try and pull you off. He's just going to go back to guard post.
Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna mentally check in again. Pyrie, how's it going?
Give me a second, but be ready! Pyrie's going
Ready?
to make
Okay,
me...
I'm gonna casually
Pyrie-
then make my way to the second floor nonchalantly. Blah, 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 blah. I'll be like...
Yeah. I would say you'd
Yeah.
probably run into Mads on the way to the stairs.
Okay.
Because Mads would have finished up their conversations.
Okay,
Fantastic.
I'll, like, mentally include Mads in what's currently being attempted and let them decide for themselves if they want to get involved in any way, shape, or form.
Mad's deep sizing is gonna come though.
Okay, I'm not crazy. You're trying to go through the fucking doors that he's next to, correct? Yes? We're on the same page with that?
Yes.
Yeah, that is the room that I wish to gain access to.
Okay. But Pyrie's gonna be like, you better be, like, here soon, fast, because I can only distract him for so long.
Is he distracted?
Mildly, but I'm gonna do something and I need you to be ready.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way over. Maybe kind of posting up. I don't know, like
while Larry
here.
is trying to figure out
I
what
don't
the
know.
hell they're doing.
I don't know.
Pyre's just like, I'm gonna blind him.
What?
Pyre? Yes. So you need to be ready.
I
Pyre
probably need
is
to
gonna-
lockpick the door.
You said distraction. I'm giving distraction. Figure it out.
Oh my god! We're gonna die
You
here.
didn't tell me that the door was locked. You didn't say anything. I am simply
I'm
doing
assuming the
nothing.
door is locked.
Someone better check the
And I-
damn door then.
What? If anyone
Anyways.
checks the door, it's suspicious. You check the door.
I'm on his head.
How did you get on his head?
Through a
We're
series
not gonna
of
talk about it.
interesting events.
Bold, I hate that you put that in the chat because that's what I'm thinking too. Like, I'm so torn between committing to the bit and then just Watching it all
mine's-
go up in flames or trying to fix it.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Oh, see,
Mads, to confirm your location, you're at the base of the stairs, or are you up here?
I'm following Clayari.
Okay, will you please
So-
put yourself in an appropriate position?
Yes.
We're gonna die here.
I can put you in
Lovely,
appropriate
thank you.
position.
So you're there, so I'll just put myself right here.
Okay. Cool beans. Just want to make sure everybody is.
Wait, hold on. Let me count. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Okay, no, we're gonna reposition to like staring at this particular plant in vase. It's a bit bizarre, but we're gonna work it. I'm just looking at all the stuff. I don't. Oh God.
The two guests that kind of felt like that you invaded their presence kind of just shuffle off to a different space. The guard doesn't care.
It does. Like, anyways, Pyrie is now going to start like trying to like walk on top of like the helmet thing, like the like part that's like near like hit the front of his face, and like kind of like knocking it over and stuff, and like
You want to blind him.
just like
Mhm.
cat fully in face, pulling helmet straight off his head, him trying, the whole shebang.
I got you. To accomplish what you want, please roll an acrobatics, I think. Yes.
Acrobatics. Okay. Whoa! This is the first time we've rolled a 1.
Oh my god.
Pain.
Am I just gonna tumble off?
So, Pyrie, as you go to lean on the front of this helmet and kind of like pull it down over his face, one of your paws just flip right off the edge. You do take the helmet with you. As you fall to the ground, you land on all your feet. However, the helmet, being a very large, heavy piece of metal, smashes into the tile floor and clatters so loudly it cannot be helped but be heard by every person in the given area. All the guests, all the guards, everybody kind of like looks over. Some of the guards start to kind of approach to kind of see what the commotion is. The one who
Yeah,
lost his helmet scowls at you.
Okay, wait. So if it
Mhm.
clatters,
Mhm.
we're gonna do the scared cat thing and fucking book it down the hallway.
Amazing.
Just terrified at the fact that that thing made a really loud noise next to me, and then I
love
fell.
it.
So I'm just
I can hear the
running.
paws already.
I know.
Like the sound of the paws just
Like the little-
running but not moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking running, booking it down the hallway, just
Okay.
terrified.
And then as you scoot, the guard leans down to pick up the helmet and scowls after you. Puts the helmet back on, and some of the guards kind of come up behind you two, who are sort of in the way. There's
Not
a little
trying
bit
to
of
be, but
yeah. There's a little bit of like, is everything good? He's like, yeah, nothing to worry about, just some cat. Rich people. And they're like, yeah, rich people, and they hate it, and they leave.
Interesting. I have a question.
Hmm?
Is this a door or a window? I can't tell.
Where are you?
Oh.
That is a
Down the
door.
hallway. Did we see this door before? We didn't see this door before.
You did.
that was
Did
the astrology
Yeah, it's the study.
Oh,
study.
it wasn't. It was still
Astrana
blacked
study.
out on my. It was still blacked out on my thingy for some reason.
Oh, that's strange. Well, it shouldn't be now.
Now
Yeah.
it's not.
So after that big fiasco, is there anything in particular y'all are doing here?
Mentally, I'm just gonna go. Well, that didn't work. We need to lay low again for a while. The party is still. The night is young. There's plenty of stuff to do. Maybe we can immerse ourselves and, I don't know, move forward with whatever we can. Remind me, High Table, really quick, Bold, what it is, the exact wording of our mission here from...
Find incrimination of any sort via people, via documentation, something that shows that Thornebridge is either part of, working with, or using either the Black Chain Syndicate, slavery, etc., etc. Your goal is to just find something incriminating on him that could be used in front of the Merchant Council to, stop that.
So, as that room is... Let's consider it on a cooldown. Okay.
All the way around the house.
I have a thought.
Hey!
What?
The guard is chasing you.
No, shut up.
I'm just wiggling around.
Literally clanking down the hall after the cat.
That can't be real. That can't be real.
Catch it!
Okay.
Catch it!
I have a question.
There's another guard. What's your question?
This is a window, right?
That is a window.
Is it open?
It is reinforced with iron and is stained glass. It is not open.
Keep doing laps, I guess.
Yeah, we're just collecting friends. It's fine.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm gonna casually, as casually as I can, try the door. Not looking like I'm trying the door, but just try the door.
Sleight of hand.
And then I'm gonna boop. You know, it's like one of these, like boop, boop. You know.
So, is there anybody here with a really fluffy dress?
There are many. Most of the dresses are in some form or fashion fluffy, or at least have plenty of room for you to hide in the folds of. Not all of them are skin tight.
Fantastical. Can I find a person with a fluffy dress?
Probably say your best bet's probably right there.
Fantastic.
You might have one in this hallway over here as well.
Yeah, I was trying to look around because I didn't remember the layout.
Yeah. Why don't you give me a stealth roll to see if you can hide from the guards?
Believe in you. Okay.
I don't like that laugh.
Ah, shit!
One of the guards.
Unlucky.
One of the guards is eluded, but the other one sees that you snuck under the dress and starts to approach very quickly. I'll say, for all intents and purposes, this little chase is gonna happen for a bit.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to the chase. There you go. Now you can move your.
I'm free.
There you go. In the meantime, Liari, that door is locked.
Yeah, it sure is. That's what I thought.
The guests in the hallway have also made their way around, watching the guards chase the cat. There's actually an entire thing happening where many of the guests are following the noise.
All right, mentally, I'm gonna say to Mads, keep a lookout. This is the best opportunity we're gonna get. I'm lockpicking the door. I have my tools on me. Oh.
Mads is just gonna say okay and then just stand by the door and
nonchalant much.
Yep, nonchalant. Just pretend not to notice the sounds going on.
Liari, sleight of hand. Let me see what happens here. Oh. Mads, before we continue,
Yes.
this guard has kind of noticed that you are the only guest in the area who didn't leave. Starts to walk over towards you.
I don't want to get arrested again.
Mads, take one for the. I'm just kidding. Do whatever you like. I don't know that the guard's coming, so please.
The guard approaches you, Mads, and he's fixed on you. He has not yet noticed a Liari directly, like, 20 feet away, kneeling at a door, lockpicking it, as of yet.
I got a really good roll.
He just approaches and... How are you? Do you need any assistance?
No, thank you. No, thank you. I've just had a bit of wine, so I'm just
He starts to turn left a
sitting
little
and
bit.
recuperating. I'm gonna kind of stretch my arms out and kind of stretch. Maybe get on my tippy toes a little bit, try to get some, some height. Although I appreciate it, thank you. Is there a bathroom nearby that you can maybe show me?
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, I'm just gonna say it's in the other hallway. But
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
guest rooms,
just-
the bathrooms.
yeah, just that way.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Oh, I've
Enjoy
had
the
quite
wine.
a fair about to drink. Could you physically walk me to the area that you speak of?
What's your Okay. You hear him just kind of do a little bit of muttering. He's, of course, right this way, and he proceeds to walk you into the other hall to the bathroom.
I'm gonna mentally say to Leari, use this time wisely,
I'm doing my best.
and then just follow the guard and try to act drunk. I don't know, stumble around a little.
Performance, please.
I believe in. Wait, you can't perform for shit. I believe. Come on. Yes! Yes!
As you're walking, you do this little, like, hang on, I'm gonna move him back. As you're walking, you do this little stumble thing, and he reaches out a hand to, like, grab your arm and steady you. And you kind of hear under his breath, just like, fucking drunks. Right this way. Continues to guide you to the other hallway to a bathroom. Fantastic.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. You're very kind.
Don't mention it.
You're so kind. Thank you. And just kind of pat his shoulder. And then I'll stumble off.
He's just gonna stand there, very, like, confused. He's just like, doesn't really know how to react to that, and begins walking back. During
Is it
that,
still... Oh,
no, you're good. You're what?
is it, is there still, like, enough... Are we close enough for me to, like, still talk to Leari telepathically, like...
We have
Oh,
up
yeah,
to
no.
a mile.
Within a mile.
This house is not a mile long.
Oh, okay.
So
I mean,
anywhere
it
in the
could be
house.
a
Yeah.
mansion.
Anywhere in the, like,
That's fair.
gated community, probably.
Yeah, I would say that's maybe
Then
not
I'll just-
reasonable, but yeah.
Mentally say that they're heading back now.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I got a really good
Liari.
roll, Mr. DM.
So Liari,
gonna-
with a 21, you are able to unlock the door. Just one of them.
Okay. I'm gonna slip in as discreetly as possible and like quietly close the door behind me, and I want to quickly like perception check the room and probably move into stealth if needed.
Okay. So, focusing on Liari. Excuse me. I have descriptions for these. Hang on. There we are. Liari.
The way this is working out is giving me stress.
That just means I'm doing it right. Liari. You walk into what looks like a sitting area, and it exudes a quiet sophistication. There are 2 plush couches which sit opposite of each other. Very fine upholstery. Between them is an ornate table with a gleaming polished surface, intricate designs. You have a silver decor piece as well as a small little plant. There is some very soft lighting coming from the 2 candelabras in the room. The floor itself is fine wood. I would say even finer than some of the other wood in the house.
That they specifically kept telling us to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is like absurdly wealthy. This looks like a small sitting area for conversating in private.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna, for now... What about do I need to roll perception, or are you just giving me all
I'm giving you the base
whatever?
description. If you're looking for something in particular, we can roll perception.
I just want to perceive anything and everything around me, because I've just gone into a space I'm not meant to be. So I am like listening.
Okay.
I am looking, and I am like on high alert if I need to like dive behind this couch or something. You know, like go stealth.
Perfect. Roll perception.
Come on.
That's rough. The room is really nice. You can't really seem to find anything out of place. You don't hear anybody in a nearby room. The only thing you can really hear is the orchestra, because it's just that loud.
That's understandable. Do I need to roll for stealth to move like quietly, discreetly within the room?
If you would like to move quietly and discreetly, I will require a stealth roll. To be clear, that is
Okay.
regardless of whether there are people here or not.
Yes. Yeah. Because I don't.
Because
Like,
you
God
don't
forbid
know.
someone outside hears me walking around in here.
Right. You don't know if there's anybody in here. You don't know if the person's returned
I
was
know
posed
nothing.
outside the room. So
Yeah, I know
stealth,
nothing. So I'm just being a thief. Like a thief
Yep.
who knows they're in a place they're not supposed to be. I'm being quiet. So I will do that.
Ooh, that's good.
Slay.
All right. You are moving quiet as the wind.
Sick nasty. Then I'm gonna go up to each door, starting with this one, and I'm going to try to listen again. If you'll allow me, I obviously.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Yeah,
up to the door and
perception.
roll another perception for me.
Okay. Or if it, depending on, does it have like the like old fashioned like keyholes where you can kind of see through it a little? Cause like I'll do that too. I'll listen and I'll look if that's like available to me.
I would say this house is probably a bit more sophisticated than big ass keyholes.
Fair. I just thought I would ask.
Worth a shot though. Worth a shot, absolutely.
I don't know, bro.
Listening at the door, you can't hear anything on the other side.
All right. Then we sneaky sneak over here and we go again.
Go again. A 16. You can hear a fire crackling on the other side of this door. But that's the only sound you really seem to hear.
Okay. That would imply living quarters. That's probably the bedroom. Would the study be in the bedroom? Is this wouldn't be something I would know. Well, I don't know. I might thieve
Not
from rich
necessarily,
people. I might thieve from rich people. That makes sense. Would I?
Rich people are hard to gauge. You never really know where they're gonna put their shit.
Okay. Since this is the only door I heard anything. Okay, if there's a lit fire in there.
That's what it sounds
does that
like.
imply that there's someone in there? Because why would you have a lit fire for nobody?
It sounds like a lit fire.
Okay, I'm gonna try this door first, and I'm gonna try to see if it's locked. I'm not gonna open it or go in. I'm just gonna like wiggle it.
Okay, you wiggle the handle. It is unlocked.
Okay, I would like to I'm gonna peek inside. I'm so scared. I'm gonna peek inside.
Go.
Small peeky.
As you peek inside, I'll give you a step in for the peek. You behold a bedroom, which is a masterpiece of opulence. A grand bed commands attention with silken sheets, gold-threaded pillows. It exudes luxury. You have a bearskin rug that's sprawled before it, a lounging chair, multiple dressers, a desk with a glowing candelabra that seems clear of anything. Behind a short partition seems to be a small bathing area.
Okay, and this right here is a desk, yes?
A desk.
Okay. And I don't see anybody in here.
Nope, there's nobody in here as far as you can tell.
Right, and if there's a bathing area, they're probably not in there if the party is already going, so I'm gonna full step in and discreetly close the door behind me. And then I'm gonna come over to the desk and I'm gonna start working the desk. I wanna look through their stuff.
Did you say you closed the door behind you?
Carefully. Yes. Discreetly.
Okay. Looking at the desk, you don't even need to roll for this. The desk is empty. There's nothing in it.
No secret things in the drawers. You know how they have the false bottoms and stuff? No, nothing?
Well, if you're checking for false bottoms, you can roll investigation.
I would love to check for false bottoms. Investigate. Oh, okay. Flat roll, huh? Yay! Yeah, fuck!
This is an empty desk. It's crazy.
That sucks. All right. Where else do assholes keep secret? I'm gonna check under his bed.
Investigation.
Okay. Oh no. Why is 16 for the porn stash? What the hell? Alright.
Underneath the bed, you find nothing. It's very clean in here. There's not a whole lot standing out. This is a very functional space. With a 16, I'll say you're able to kind of go over the area. Everything is very much like pristine, perhaps might be the right word. It's a used room
still
for
lived
sure.
in? Okay.
Yeah, it's a used room. The dressers house clothes that are very like fancy, ornate, high quality. The desk itself seems empty. It looks like a room that is used for sleeping, and that's pretty much it.
Well, that's not good. Okay, there was a few other pieces of furniture here. Like there's this,
Mhm.
and this. What were those?
They're just filled with different sets of clothing and stuff. It's all very extremely expensive, high quality, like clothing, linens, accessories, all that kind of stuff.
I seriously doubt he's hiding it in the sock drawer. What's this trunk?
The trunk itself just seems to hold a bunch of extra linens and things. Doesn't seem to house anything in particular. You're not able to find anything as you investigate each one of these things. Would you give me a flat perception to kind of give the room a glance? Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on in here.
What a boring room. All right. I'm gonna give up on the room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. By the way, I was thinking that in my head in character, not to shit on the work of the room. The room is fantastic. Love your work.
I appreciate you. You're good. You're good.
I'm gonna carefully open this door on my. Actually, I might listen before I exit again. I'm just so paranoid, dude. Like,
Give
I'm
me
gonna
one
listen
more-
first.
Give me a
It's
perception.
the listen, the
and
peek,
then-
and then the graceful exit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're gonna ask for that.
Yeah. You listen and you can't hear anything.
All right, we're gonna do the peek, and if it looks clear, we exit.
You peek open through the door. You don't seem to see anybody in there.
Okay. Just close the door behind me, ever so gracefully, cautiously, and then we're gonna come to this one. We're doing the listen, peek, enter.
Okay. Okay. You have an inspiration bestowed upon you by Mr. Burton himself.
Another one? I have two. Okay.
You have
okay,
two
no,
to
that
use
gives me
before the end
wiggle
of the
room.
session.
Let's go. Okay. Did you want another perception for
If
my
you're listening
listen?
at the door, yes, I would like a
My
perception.
listen, peek, enter.
Mhm.
My listen, peek, enter.
Still sounds
Is that a
like
good
just a
listen?
fire.
All right, peek. my little half. Do I just? Oh Lord.
Did you roll stealth before you open the door?
Did you need me to roll again?
With the 26,
How many times do you want me to roll stealth?
You've been moving through these rooms. I'll say you go ahead and roll it, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've
roll it
been
again.
through a room and still 2 rooms at this point, so.
Okay.
Okay. So you manage to peek in the door. You happen to see a very finely dressed individual. I'm going to scoot you up a little bit. You see a very finely dressed individual sitting in an armchair, swirling a glass of wine and staring into the fire, who seems unaware of your presence. With that in mind,
Okay.
I'm going to let you stew on that for a minute.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Let's return
Stab
to our
him.
friends. Pyrie and Liari. How are you guys doing? Not Liari. Pyrie and Mads.
I was gonna say.
Yep, wrong set of people. So at this point, we left off with Pyrie being chased by the guards and unsuccessfully trying to hide, and Mads successfully fooling a guard into thinking she's drunk. So, at this point, Pyrie, you are still being chased by some guards. This is just happening at the same time Liari is slipping inside.
I got stuck again.
Oh, there you go.
That's
Thank
what
you.
she said.
Heyo.
I keep getting stuck underneath people.
Help, I'm
Anywho,
stuck underneath you, step NPC.
Anyways, I don't know. I'm guards chasing me, running.
Okay. So, another guard is coming to head you off over here. This one's closing in behind you. You got a third one who's also running up. Mads, you have made your way into this hallway and see Pyrie bolting towards you right now.
Mads is my target destination at this point.
As the 3 guards, you hear them clattering, chasing the cat.
I'm gonna just like grab Pyrie and just, is everything okay?
Guards are gonna kind of come to a stop up next to you. Is this your cat?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I set her down for just a moment and she ran off. I'm very, very sorry if she caused any trouble.
Your cat has caused a disturbance in the facility. We will have to ask you to keep a better eye on your cat, or you will be removed along with your cat from the premises. This is your only warning.
Thank you, guards, for the warning. I promise you will not regret this.
In the meantime, I think we will have an escort for you for the time being.
I don't think that will be necessary.
Persuasion.
Can I? Or not. Never mind. Matt's got it.
Damn, I'm a liar, bro.
Damn. The guards kind of look between themselves, kind of like, all right, fine. Don't let it cause any more trouble. And they turn and return to their posts. You are now left with Pyrie.
I'm just gonna mentally, with Pyrie, what did you do?
Harry said make a distraction. I made a distraction.
It
Didn't specify how.
It nearly got us thrown out.
Blame Larry, not me. I was told distract. I distracted.
Larry, what the hell is going on over there?
At this point as well, where did I put them? There they are. At this point, Pyrie and Mads, you kind of see on either side of you, 2 figures kind of poke out from either side of the hallway, intently looking between Pyrie and Mads. Pyrie, you recognize some of their boots. These are some of the individuals that followed you before you got in.
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
How did they get in?
They seem to be... Actually, roll perception, both of you.
Oh, no, wait. I think I touched the wrong one. No, I didn't. Okay,
Nope, you're
never
good.
mind. I thought I accidentally hit performance.
Pyrie, you only recognize some of the boots. The rest of the clothes are different. Mads, you look over their clothes, and the clothes don't fit properly. Everyone has been wearing very fitted, extravagant clothing, and these are either baggy or too tight. On that note, I'm gonna do a quick skip over back to Liari. Leave you guys to chew on that for a moment.
Oh, I would have just answered Mads' question when it was asked. I don't know at what point it would have happened during my search in here. But I probably just would have mentally said, I'm in and I'm searching the room. So far, there's nothing. But then depending on, timing.
I would say you got that before you open the door.
I think so too.
Yeah. So, Liari, as you open the door, you see an incredibly well-dressed gentleman sitting in that chair, drinking from a wine glass. Actually, we'll hold that. Is there anything you'd like to do specifically?
This is gonna totally depend on, like, where his gaze is focused, because I think you said he was staring at the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to assess what I think my odds are with my current sneak of getting over to him and incapacitating him. Without him straight up just seeing me. This totally is going to depend on where he's looking for me.
He is looking at the fire and does not seem to have noticed your entry.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm in my peak. I'm in, of the listen, peak, enter, I'm in my peak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, okay, can I do a quick... I don't know what role it would be, maybe insight or something, but to, like, try and glean what kind of, because he's a noble, so I doubt he's the rough and tumble type, but who knows, but can I glean his combat prowess?
You can certainly try. Roll insight.
Come on, baby.
15's not a bad roll. You can tell by looking at this person and how fittedly well, like how well their clothes fit, they are at least incredibly fit as an individual. It'd be difficult to tell if they have a lot of combat prowess without either seeing them in combat or watching their movements, whereas they are currently just sitting, staring at a fire.
Alrighty, well, they're sitting and I am not, so I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna throw the door open by any means, but I am going to quickly slip in and try to rush him.
Rush him?
Well...
What does rush him mean?
Aw.
The goal is to get to him and bop him over the head to try and knock him out.
Okay, so for going stealth, you're going for speed.
Okay.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What are you bopping him over the head with?
My dagger that I have slipped in my, Yeah,
no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna rush him. It is a surprise round. I want to check something before I do any rolls first here.
Because it's either I bop him or I try and get him in a hold threateningly, and you said he looks fit, so I'm gonna go with the bop first and see how I fare. It might be fucked.
I'm thinking of how fast you can move. Because you gotta open the door.
As I make this decision, I'm also gonna say, guys, I think he's here. I'm gonna try and get him.
Okay.
However they interpret that, because I'm treating it like a combat conversation, which is not much. Very fast.
Okay. I will say,
going in.
I'm gonna rule this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rule this as you running in.
Yeah.
You have to get around this candelabra. I will require an acrobatics check to slip by it while maintaining your speed. I will then require... Okay, that is successful as fuck. Hot damn.
What candelabra? What do you mean?
You just phase through it. Jesus Christ. 28 though, god damn. Anyway. You phase through the candelabra and get up right behind this gentleman, pommel of your dagger in hand, and as you go to take the swing, I would like for you to roll an attack with the dagger with advantage.
I have to find where my stuff is again. Okay.
And I gotta go find a stat block. Because I didn't enter it in. I didn't think he'd be in combat.
Dagger advantage. Shh! I'm bopping him.
Alright.
The dichotomy of that. Oh!
Well, regardless of what his AC is, it's not 24, so that don't matter. I will say for this particular situation, you bop him in the back of the head, the wine drops from his hand, spilling onto the white carpet, and he slumps in the chair, unconscious. So anyway,
Cool.
this seems like a great place to end the session, right guys?
It's a good thing we have another session in
Like
a couple
3
days.
Stay
So
tuned
true.
for literally 3 days.
Mhm.
Monday. Oh my god.
The interface is intense.
I don't think I could wait another week.
I know.
That's a lot happening here, guys.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have an unconscious man.
That's
We have 2 random thugs that just showed up.
Technically, there's 3. I
I
would like to point that out. There are technically 3.
though you only see the 2.
bum bum
I know
bum.
that there's 3.
Oh. Good times. High table. Liari, do you know who you knocked out?
No, it was a fancy man. I'm assuming because this is the bedroom of the guy of the house. I'm assuming this is the guy, but I have no idea.
Oh my god.
I
High
just-
He's a
table.
good guy.
I
High
bopped
table.
a man.
Deal.
Good.
It's yeah. High table. You knocked out fucking Thornebridge.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So there's
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yeah,
Good times. Good times, guys. You all
that was
doing
my
so
assumption.
good. So good.
Because
My
now I can
face
get him
hurts.
situated while he's
Situated.
unconscious. It's fine.
That sounds suspicious. Anyways.
I've been practicing
Damn.
my knot tying for this.
Yippee!
For this? You sure it was for this?
I don't. No, it wasn't for this, but it'll work.
That is not wrong.
When Pyrie hears torture?
Oh god.
Take him hostage. Need money.
Keep
no.
Pyrie away.
My
please.
pockets are real thin.
It's gonna be great.
Hot damn. Okay, guys. Good times. Good times. That was what a wild ass session that was. Jesus Christ.
So much happened.
I gotta
The
think
way
about
we
it.
did none of what you were potentially thinking we were gonna do.
I mean, you did
Started-
some of it.
I got in the room. I got in the room that I wanted to get in.
You guys went on the tour.
Mm.
You talked to
Mhm.
the wine people.
hmm
You haven't.
I have a date
Yeah.
with that one lady.
Yeah, you have a little information spiel with
Oh.
the one lady.
Mhm.
Wait, that would be really funny. Hold on.
Oh.
I had a funny idea for Mads.
Mhm.
Because you're supposed to exchange, like, funny information with the lady, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Okay. Well, obviously we are mentally connected to Larry here.
Mhm.
So we know that they have knocked out and tied up, or are going to try to tie up what's his face.
Well, you just know he's a fancy man currently. You don't know
You just-
necessarily.
But, like,
Yeah,
we
I have
can
my
twist-
assumptions,
we
but I
can
don't
do
know.
Yeah.
it. We can have assumptions, but we can, like, twist things around.
Yeah.
Because we know that that's supposed to be his room.
I mean, it
so,
makes
like-
sense, right? Like, all accounts point towards.
Right.
I've never rolled persuasion so many times in a
God.
session until today.
It's so many persuasion rolls.
We could make a funny rumor about how
I
he
heard
likes
a
to
rumor.
have particular types of women sent up to his room,
Oh my god.
to tie up or to like tie him up. And that's why the doors are always locked.
Can someone write that down so I remember?
Put it in our notes. Put it in the notes.
I can't
Write
even.
that down. Write that down.
Write that down.
That's good soup. Write that down.
Clear notes. Larry
He's a masochist.
ties man up. Equals
Master of the
Remember
house
for-
guy.
lads. Eeg. Lady.
I can't believe I had to write that sentence in my fucking notes.
Come on!
I love
It
this
would be so
timeline that we're in.
funny.
This is going well.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Banger session, guys.
Banger
Holy-
indeed. My face, it hurts greatly.
I can't believe we're not dead.
You know, I thought you were
yeah.
gonna get everybody mad at you for a bit there, but good rolls.
Yeah, I was nervous as fuck. I was fully ready to just abandon ship and start with plan B. Since it's no longer relevant, I will say what plan B was, which was I was going to pretend to be drunk and sidle up next to the soldier man and be the funny, horny rich lady who loves a man in uniform. Like, is there a secret room we can go to? Like, haha, funny
Nice.
times. That was the really cringe plan B.
That's fair.
Thank God, I would have died. Especially with all the shit I have to censor for Twitch. It just
Right.
no.
Okay. Good job, everybody. All around. Big claps.
Maybe.
Thank you, Mr. DM.
Guy. Let's go visit someone. We got who is this? I followed this.
Mr. DM, I would like to roll to steal your pennies.
Yes, please. Well, saying it that way sounds funny. Oh!
God.
It was right there.
I got edged.
Good.
I can't even with
It's
you.
fine. The 20 I got earlier was worth losing out on this 20. I will say. It's okay. We'll live.
Okay, so guys, thank you so much, all of our wonderful viewers, for being here and for being amazing. Thank you again to Banana, Shy, and Summer for their wonderful support of me with subscriptions and stuff. And thank you, Mr. Burton, for also doing subscriptions. And thanks for everybody for being here. And I appreciate you all. And I hope you have a great rest of your Friday night, whatever's left of it. It might be Saturday morning for some of you. I don't know.
It's a time, it's a day.
Time is a construct. It's fine. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Our next... Okay, so a couple things. Firstly, tomorrow, at normal D&D time, it's in the schedule channel, but I will be participating in a Candela Obscura one-shot hosted by Plutarch, and we'll also have Evrior, Saurixo, and Mr. Burton in there as well. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have lots of fun. And then on Monday evening, we will continue this story. There's a lot that I'm going to have to work on, because, good God, y'all put yourself in some interesting situations here. Thank you, Burton, for that shout out. I appreciate you. Make sure you go follow Plutarch. They are actually really fantastic, and they do great world building, and I enjoy their content very much. In the meantime, we're gonna go raid Solid 10 D&D. They're doing a live session right now. They're pretty nice. I like them. They're not on too terribly much, at least not when I'm on. So, but I like to go visit them. So make sure you grab your raid message. Thanks all for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. Yee. Wait, yeah. Yee.